for Rodgers. Floyd was there, and it's a little flip, a catch, a fumble by Hall, and a recovery by the 49ers. 3rd down and 7. Purdy, he and Samuel on separate. And Moody drills it. Pass is caught, and a strong catch by Garrett Wilson for a 1st down. 3rd down and 7, and the pass is caught by Wilson. Wilson wore number 5 at Ohio State, used to wear 17 with the Jets. Here's Breece Hall. Good throw, good catch, good play. Underneath Wilson, 1st down Jets. There he is again. Nice move by Wilson. Another one, and he sits down between the yellow line and the goal line. Handoff to Hall. Touchdown Jets. And fired up to see that possession go down the field and end up in the end zone.
Yeah, boy, that looked like something there. That drive by the New York Jets. Jets fans are at home. They hadn't seen many of those. That was crisp. Everyone was executing their assignments. They go right down the field against a really good defense. First time they'd all practiced together since last year's Super Bowl. So it's shown here in the early going tonight.
Mason, big run, and then lowers the boom on Tony Adams.
You've got an opportunity, and that was a nice hole for Jordan Mason.
Here's Samuel, broke one tackle and lowers his shoulder as he takes it into Jets territory. $6 million extension.
Yes, sir. All due respect to Patrick Surtain.
Here's Ayuk with a catch and a 1st down at the 35. Here is a toss to Debo, going backward, long way to go. Breaking tackles, but he lost yards. Good snap, good hold, and good kick. It's 3rd down and 4. Rodgers in trouble. Flag down, and so is Rodgers at the 30. Terrell Davis was a 6th-round pick, went to the Hall of Fame after making the team as a special teamer. Here's Purdy, takes off, and goes head first for 10.
The way in which they did it, and Kyle's taken it and expanded it.
Here's another good run by the undrafted Jordan Mason for a 1st down. Debo, jet sweep. He is in for the touchdown.
He almost loses the ball as he's crossing the goal line. He's looking for it, trying to hang on to it as best he can. Takes a pretty good hit there from Chuck Clark, and he checks out of the play, changing it.
Flag on the play. Rodgers spins away and throws it in the direction of Conklin. Leading by 6. Purdy protected, floats it for Kittle. Kittle with a catch and out across the 35.
And that's why they made the trade. You know, we talked about how they've been able to get the most out of undrafted players.
Good run by Mason. Shortly after that stop. All right, 3rd down and 3. There he is. Debo, 1st down inside the 30. Brought down by Reed, but a gain of 15. Good protection, Jennings. 1st down inside the 15, and a timeout taken by Kyle Shanahan.
Just perfectly by Purdy to the corner.
Now 3rd down and 10. Purdy steps up, end zone not there, and Ayuk the closest one to it. And the 2nd-year pro is 3 for 3. Nathaniel Hackett told you there are no limitations on Aaron Rodgers with the Achilles injury. I mean, he's 40 years old, and it's going to take some time to get loose out there.
They do need to start getting something going, because you've got to believe here in week one this defense was getting fatigued in that first half.
Pressure on Purdy. Samuel makes the catch, gets a block from Juszczyk, and has a first down. Mason with 77 yards on the night, now over 80, and he's got another first down for San Francisco, a gain of 8.
He wanted to force them to make tackles between the tackles, and they've done that.
Play action, Purdy, Juszczyk, the catch, first and goal. Second and goal, Mason bobbling it, but a touchdown.
You got the double team here, and then watch Kittle and Deebo Samuel and the job that they do and how they just open it up. And then Jordan Mason, you have to then see the cut. Couldn't be happier for him, but there's a lot of people that are making it special because they've opened up some nice holes for him.
Little play action, and Hall has got a nice catch and run.
He's yet to have a catch.
Play action from Rodgers again. Pressure off the edge, and the pass is broken up and now picked off. Intercepted by Flanagan Fowles.
Under Nick Sorensen, first-time defensive coordinator, they have really been balling tonight.
Here is Mason on 2nd and 10, carrying tacklers for a first down.
The leader of the Jets D told me he hasn't spoken to Reddick either. He said, we've just got to win without him right now.
2 sacks tonight by the Jets. This one is broken up, and a nice play by Tony Adams. And Moody hits the upright and banks it in.
You know, they've got an improved offensive line for sure.
What a throw, what a catch, and there's Lazard. They're going to get a free play. Rodgers is the master at it, and a touchdown by Lazard. Nobody in the league has thrown more touchdowns on free plays than Aaron Rodgers.
Number 56, defense, penalties decline. Results of the play, touchdown.
And that's when Rodgers throws down deep.
As soon as he knows he's got a free play, he knows immediately then who his vertical is, and it's Allen Lazard, and just a perfectly thrown ball. They had the single high look, so they're working the seams anyway, and they come away with a touchdown.
2-point try. Hall lunging, and he's short.
With Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle.
Fake toss. Purdy over the middle, and he's got Jennings. Good to see him back in the game after limping off earlier. He's got another first down. Laura coming up after this 2nd and 8. Purdy, Samuel, the catch, the turn, and there he goes. Deebo down inside the 35. Spencer Burford is taking over at left guard for the 49ers. Here's one to Ayuk. Able to get the feet down, and a nice throw and catch. This is snap number 65. Remarkable. Good protection. Pass is caught. Jennings to the 5.
Or a two possession game, even with the field goal here.
23 yards and a nice night for Moody.
You know, I'm not surprised he's played every snap. When I visited with him on Saturday, you felt like that's what he was going to do.
Here's Lazard. Yards and a touchdown. Hall makes Campbell miss, and Breece Hall won't get it.
Got one-on-one on the edges with these receivers.
Jets spread him out, and is broken up. Play is made by Isaac Yedem. Made that play knocking it away from Garrett Wilson. Here's Mason down the sideline. And what a good start to this drive for the 49ers.
An exceptional win against what everyone believes is going to be a quality opponent in the Cleveland Browns.
Purdy in trouble, gets to the ground.
Those are huge games to start their years.
42-yard try for Moody. What a night. Getting it done finally, and this is a good first step without their big weapon on offense in McCaffrey. Here's Hall, and a nice carry out near midfield. Rookie Braylon Allen is in the game. He's just 20 years old. He is a big back. And he touches the ball here on a little screen. The rookie from Wisconsin, but not enough sustained success. And the defense couldn't make any stops when they had to. Here is Taylor down inside the 5.
And the 49ers dominated the trenches.
Bosa's still out there trying to get a sack. Here is one for a touchdown to Lazard, his second of the night. 34-year-old quarterback in his 13th year. He's bounced around, but as Aaron Rodgers told us, he can still play, and he showed it on that possession.
Yeah, he did. He did some good things. You got Lazard, soft corner, and put it on him. And
could be another 2-point try, and 25 seconds left in the ball game. Taylor floats it out of the back of the end zone. Gibson, the target. But an impressive start here tonight. And he may now have a 1-2 punch at running back when McCaffrey gets healthy with McCaffrey and Mason. What an impressive night. There's McCaffrey. Couldn't go tonight. 49ers in the end didn't need him.
They have Brandon Eccles and Quantez Stiggers available. Shotgun on 3rd and 2. Levis out of the pocket, trying to run, and he is spun down hard at the 36. Will McDonald, the 4th. So now the Jets are staring at a 3rd and 22, moving in the wrong direction. Rodgers, short pass, crunched is Corley. So the rookie from Western Kentucky makes his first NFL grab. He's met by Ernest Jones. The Jets will punt. Levis hangs in the pocket, in stride for Calvin Ridley. Angles out of bounds. Titans are moving the football, had just 244 yards of offense at Chicago last week. Fake the pitch. Levis throws on time. Levis hits his man, the veteran Tyler Boyd. Long count from Levis. Levis out of the pocket. He rifles to the outside. Caught by Wiley. First down, Tennessee. His second year, Cushenberry is the veteran, year 5. Ridley to the corner. Touchdown. The speed of Calvin Ridley. He got to the spot. Beating Sauce. Titans take the lead.
I thought the ball handling of Will Levis on this drive was exquisite because he makes that fake and then carries through his other fake to the other side to make sure the defense goes with him. And they do, and that allows Ridley to get to the corner, flash his speed, drop a shoulder, and get inside the pylon. Pounds of beef in terms of Sweat 93 and Simmons 98.
Hall shifts to the other side, and he's blown up in the backfield. Ernest Jones, the first man to greet him. And the Titans hold up. It's a loss of 2. $50 million from Denver. Levis, pump and throw. It's caught underneath Okonkwo. Once again, play clock winding down. Levis from the gun. He fires, complete. Hits his man, Tyler Boyd. First down, Tennessee.
Another converted safety to middle linebacker, what Robert Saleh did with Fred Warner in San Francisco.
Fake it. Nice sell job. Pollard has some blockers and spins his way for a first down. Spears in there. 3rd and goal. Levis looking. Levis tripped. He tried to shovel it. That ball is free, and the Jets have it. 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking. Rodgers sensing. Sacked from behind. Nothing working downfield, and Rodgers has to absorb it. Harold Landry, one of the top sack masters in the NFL, gets home. Titans get it back at the 25. Fake the handoff. Levis. Deep shot on the way. Contested ball. Traylon Burks. Darnold throwing a long touchdown, and the Jets can't get anything going right now on offense. Quick hitter. And that is to Allen Lazard for a first down. We're down to 5:39 to go in the first half. Rodgers uncorks it. And Allen, physical player. Out near midfield, shotgun. Rodgers hits his man, breaking away Garrett Wilson. The spin by Wilson, and then he lunges himself to the 36-yard line. Out of the gun. Rodgers pulls the trigger, hits Conklin. First down. Here in the second quarter, Hall and Allen are both in there on a first down for New York. Fake it, and now toss it for Allen. Rumbling through. Allen breaks free for the touchdown. He is a bowling ball.
And watch the ball handling by Rodgers. Full fake to the right, dumps it back to the left, and the rookie out of Wisconsin gets ahead of steam and hurdles into the end zone. Good blocking out in front as well. Wide receiver block on the corner by Wilson. See if they try and do a little pin out there and give it to the guy to the flat.
Levis dials it up, and it's handled by Pollard. Spears in the backfield. Levis, he's got a cannon of an arm. Hopkins with the grab.
Got their big three receivers on the field, and Ridley, Boyd, and Hopkins.
Levis, he gets walloped by Solomon Thomas. Pressure up the gut. He doesn't tell him what to do, but he'll say, hey, have you thought about this?
Yeah, we've all heard that at home before. If they've asked that, that means you probably should do it.
41-yard kick is good. His teams are 5-0 after taking a Week 1 loss. Pitch to Hall. Hall gets to the outside. Breece Hall with a stutter step move in the first big run of the day.
And they were off pace a little bit there.
And normally, Rodgers in complete command in those situations. Rodgers looking, end zone! Touchdown! Breece Hall holds it in. And the Jets take the lead. 26 yards, a rope from Rodgers.
Quarterback sees the defender with his helmet back to him. If he doesn't see face mask, if he just sees the back of his head, you throw the football. Why? Because your receiver can see the football coming and can make an adjustment. The defender cannot, because the defender's looking at the receiver.
Turnaround, they'll host New England on Thursday night. It's 3 games in 11 days. The toss on 3rd and 19. Okonkwo is buried at the 29, and the Jets defense does its job here in the third quarter.
GM Rand Carthon and owner Amy Adams Strunk.
3rd down and 10. Rodgers is sacked. Back at the 25, Landry again.
And he gets an extra grade on the sheet.
3rd and 10, deep one, through the hands of Ridley. Had a step on the 2 defenders. Incomplete. His 3rd of the day, a long of 63. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Back-to-back weeks, the Titans have had a punt blocked. Irvin Charles is a menace on special teams. Hall remains in there. On a handoff, Hall right up the gut. First down, Jets.
Matched up with.
Rodgers launches, end zone, incomplete. 33-yarder for Zerline, straight through. Julius Chestnut is in. Fake it, Levis, pressure, he's got room. Levis, big gain, into Jets territory, and Levis goes down. Shotgun, Levis, 2nd and 9. Levis looking for the big one. And a sliding attempt. Somehow Ridley was there for the touchdown. Ridley tracking it, and this is a scintillating grab.
And he does it against the first-team All-Pro corner, Sauce Gardner. Chuck Clark coming over from the safety spot. Looks like he has a shot at the football. But how about the concentration? The absolute concentration of Ridley. Remember the one that went through his hands? Looked like he should have caught that one. He atoned for it on that play.
Down to 2 seconds. 1 second. Rodgers gets the snap off. Barely. Rodgers timing route. Floater. It's caught over the shoulder. Willie Mays style. Garrett Wilson. First down. Hall in the backfield protecting. Rodgers sideline. Jump ball opportunity. It's hauled in by Mike Williams. The rookie Allen in the backfield has a receiving touchdown today for New York. Give it to him. Allen cuts it to the outside. He's gone. Touchdown, Jets. Braylon Allen, first rushing touchdown of his NFL career.
Keep a run from going big. There wasn't a run fit there for Tennessee outside of the gap. So when you went outside of the tackle in position, no one there to begin, no one there to fill, and he goes outside a hooker and jogs into the end zone.
Levis dials it up. Perfect throw to the sideline, and Calvin Ridley. The drive remains alive with a clean catch inside the Jets' 40. First down at the 39. Levis on the give. Pollard. The burst by Pollard. Breaking tackles.
Bill Callahan's run game confounds everyone, and they're sticking with it.
No hurry here for Tennessee. Levis, and he's in big trouble. He gets out of it. Will Levis makes a huge play for the Titans. Third and goal. Levis looking. Levis is sacked. Back at the 14. It's Will McDonald. Fourth down. Jets trying to hold on. Tennessee trying to rally. Levis, a dart. It's bobbled and dropped by Boyd. Get into victory formation here. Rodgers takes a knee. The New York Jets get their first one of the season on the road in Nashville. 24-17. A fun one today in Music City.
On second down and 5. Rodgers rolling and looking and throwing and completing, and a first down and fighting for some extra yardage. Jeremy Ruckert.
So he cans it. New England adjusts their coverage.
And the changeup leads to a run through the middle and a nice little hole, and close to a first down goes Breece Hall. Was 6 for 6. That's his first incompletion. Empties it again here. Hangs in the pocket, fires, caught. That's another first down. Short drop, quick throw, good move, and despite hanging onto the shirt into the end zone goes Allen Lazard. 8 plays, 73 yards, 3 rushes, 5 passes.
And Lazard's experience, understanding that there's any chance at any moment Rodgers will abort a run play. That's an outside zone to the right. He comes out of it, quick release as always from Aaron Rodgers, and he gives number 10 a chance.
Trips to the left side. Stevenson was the man in motion. Brissett will fire over the middle and into traffic, and it's taken in there by Hunter Henry. Will they come? Run a stunt up front and get to him. Sacked back at the 40-yard line. Rodgers Pressured, gets away, throws, caught. Another first down. Breaking away is Lazard, who scored the touchdown. Still going out to the 41-yard line. Rodgers 9 of 10 for 90 yards. Play action. Goes underneath. Hall to the 45 of New England. Nothing like yak yards after the catch for a quarterback. And a big hole here. And another first down. Two of them for years in Green Bay. Rodgers fires, and that's caught. 2nd and 17. Fired, caught, on the move. And it's a 1st and goal. Ruckert is the fullback. On the ground. Can he get in? He rolls, and they're going to say he's short. Take another peek here.
Jennings makes a heck of an effort. That knee is up. I think that's a touchdown. I think he broke the plane. I think that's 6.
Crowd, of course, is seeing what you are seeing right now. Terry McCauley, what do you see?
Just exactly the way you see it. He's up. That knee is not down when the ball breaks the plane. This is a reviewable play, obviously. Coach's challenge. We'll see if they replay assist it.
Sometimes the replay assistant sees it after the face mask on a 2nd down and 9. And Brissett will fire, and that will be not caught. And another flag comes in.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 44. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Automatic, 1st down.
Little flip here to Demario Douglas. Breaks a tackle, takes it to the midfield stripe and close to a 1st down. Team at San Francisco before getting the job here. 3rd and 18. Quick throw to the outside. And spinning his way to the 24-yard line. 44-yard attempt. Joe Cardona, the longtime snapper. And the operation is very clean. And they get 3. You got 2 guys who look like they may come on the alerts. Neither comes this time. And Rodgers goes deep and finds the open man at the 47-yard line. 47-yard line on a 1st down here after the 2-minute warning. Called. Bounces off a would-be tackler, and then Jones is going to force him out of bounds. 3rd down and 5. Pressure. Caught over the middle. Rodgers to the outside, and that's incomplete. So it's 4th down. The road to the Super Bowl. Otherwise, New Orleans that day probably had a 1st down or 2 where they go to the Super Bowl. Zuerlein. And this time he misses. Brissett's going to throw, and they're going to try to call a timeout here and do something. There's the defensive alert. In the pocket, he stands.
Brissett standing in there, being a man, knowing there's pressure.
3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz. Pass is incomplete. Too much pressure. And down he goes.
Hip drive, and that's the velocity on the football.
Allen and Hall were both in the backfield. Look out from behind. Avoids the sack. Going to take off. Going to seek the sideline and find it. 2nd down. Handoff.
He's not surprised. He's playing well.
Allen grew up watching him. Rodgers flushed out. Keeps his eyes downfield. Fires. Finds the man. This time it's the tight end, Conklin.
Every single week with Rodgers' ability to find a matchup.
2nd and 4 to the outside. Good move. Tackled at the 2. Garrett Wilson. Rodgers the fake. The throw. Caught. Staying inbounds. Yes, touchdown. Garrett Wilson.
Team back in this game, jumps it, and if he does get there, he maybe has a chance, but that ball is, again, not to be a broken record, perfectly thrown to the outside, away from the defender, and there's that body control. First getting thrown into the fire. We've seen a lot of young quarterbacks last couple years, including this year.
Brissett, meanwhile, throws, and getting open that time is Douglas. Play action again. Pressure again. Sets up the screen. Caught. Hooper, the tight end, rumbles all the way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On the left side.
Exclusively the right side in State College. Four-man rush here. Brissett flushed out again. Down he goes. Got rid of it at the end. Flag goes down. And an overtime loss at home to Seattle. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. Looking downfield. Fires. Caught. Open. 41-yard line. Tackled there. Tyler Conklin. A couple of pretty good Aarons playing right now in New York. That's caught. And you've got a 33 from their own 46-yard line. And Rodgers settles for a little swing pass. Meanwhile, Stevenson, who's been great, has only carried the ball 5 times, now make it 6 for 19 yards before that carry. And more action here now again. Now you got a little skirmish.
Yeah, it looks like the ball came out.
Maybe, yep.
Yeah.
By the defense, first down.
3rd and 7. Rodgers flicks it, adjusting, making the grab. Mike Williams turned around, got position, hauls it in, beat Jonathan Jones on the play, first down.
It's been a great group effort, including Nathaniel Hackett putting that plan together.
Correction, they have Denver next. Meanwhile, the Patriots have to go to San Francisco. Rodgers to the end zone, adjusting. No, can't hold it in. Mike Williams, who's made so many of those catches. 28-yard field goal attempt to try to make it 24-3, which he does with ease. Tonight under a lot of pressure, 12 of 18 for 98 yards. Now on the ground, it's Antonio Gibson.
Man, you'd like to see that worked out.
That Reddick from Philadelphia, but holding out, wanted to trade, and the Jets say no, we're not getting rid of it.
And with that injury to Jermaine Johnson, how great is that? And with Reddick still sitting out.
3rd and 13. And working his way is Douglas.
Second year, getting bigger and becoming more of a complete defensive end.
May rolling against the grain. He's going to run. He's going to get the first down with 53 seconds remaining in regulation.
Of what you'd hope to see from him playing that quarterback position.
And that's caught at the 10-yard line and setting up a 1st and goal. May under pressure and gets sacked at the 12-yard line. Who's in there at the end? Tack McKinley. The Jets, who have melted under the lights, coming in, they've lost 13 of 14 primetime games, 2 and 15 in the last 17 games at home in prime time.
He has the best career interception percentage in NFL history. Rodgers sacked on first down. Nickel package, 3rd and long, first possession. Rodgers, a short throw. Garrett Wilson trying to create, and he fumbles the ball. The Jets turn it over on their first possession. It's a cough up by Wilson. Denver takes over, considering where they are at the 40.
I think he does on this play.
They try. It doesn't work. Troy Franklin, the Jets sniff it out with Reed. Loss of 4, and it's 4th down.
Coming off the Achilles injury from last year.
Yeah, this field is soaked. It's been raining all morning. Rodgers from the end zone, and that one's knocked away. He tried to squeeze it in there to Lazard. And Jaquan McMillan was there defensively. Neither team has sustained a drive so far. This is actually the worst starting field position of the day for Denver. McLaughlin spilled out as he got near the 40-yard line on a slip. Williams, the motion man. Nix from the gun. Threat to run, but he will throw. Nobody home. Josh Reynolds, the 8-year veteran. It's in the pass. Let's just go play football.
And the Jets took exception last year and beat the Broncos.
They did. Nice fake. Ruckert, who has been more involved. I want to be respected more than I want to be liked. The game has changed. Accountability is a little different. Rodgers. He was thinking about running for it, and Zach Allen said, not on my watch.
Gardner into the boundary now on the third down.
3rd and 13. Nix, the flip. Bidet loses the ball. Jets have it. And the Jets have it. First down in Denver territory. The run by Allen. Nice move by Allen.
The hand up front.
So the 3rd and 1 is now 3rd and 11. Back it up for the Jets. Rodgers in the pocket. Steps up. Rodgers avoids the rush. Throws it. End zone. Flag down on the knockaway. Lazard matched up with Riley Moss.
And now Lazard.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line.
Defensive tackles back in at lead fullback number 94.
Allen is in there. Can the Jets punch it in, or will they throw it in? Rodgers on the move. Rodgers will toss it away, not taking any chances. Jets are on the board. 3-0 lead, early stages, second quarter. For -9 yards through the air. Shotgun, quick snap, Nick step, and deliver. Incomplete. The tight end, Greg Dulcich. Torn ACL last week, out for the season. Allen again. First down. Week 2, he'll be eligible to return on October 17th. Rodgers, rush is coming, and Rodgers goes down. Flags are down on the play. Rodgers takes the hit. I don't know if they bargained for this particular weather. Handoff. Williams has got a first down. First one of the day for Denver. On the sideline, he has gone 13 straight games, averaging less than 4 yards per carry. McLaughlin, back-to-back for Denver. Right at shotgun. Nix. Rainbow, too far. Jaquan McMillan. Respect the man, we'll say it right. Rodgers out of the pocket. Rodgers on the move. Rodgers has a first down. Group, he's very stable. He's got a good attitude and personality. The throw, good hands. Breece Hall, short. 3rd and 8. Nix to throw it, moving pocket. Nix on the move. He will float it too high. He tried the touch pass to Lil Jordan Humphrey.
That window of it stopping is closed.
Rodgers from the gun. Forced to the outside. Hits his man over the middle. Lazard.
Look at all the pressure up there. Everyone in all the gaps on the defensive line.
Gets rid of it. And hits on the connection to Lazard.
And see if you can go ahead and get one right before the half.
From the 35, Rodgers dials it up. On time, Mike Williams. From the gun, Rodgers in trouble. He's sacked at the 22. High snap, handled, and the field goal curls through to put the Jets in front 6-0 at the break.
Big play receivers are not involved. Cortland Sutton, 0 targets, 0 catches.
It's
first half.
Bootleg. Nix throwing, connects with Sutton in the area for Denver. This is 3rd and 15. Nix, and that's too high.
Sailed.
He put it over the head of Williams. Garrett Wilson has 1 catch for 7 yards overall. That did not come against Surtain. Rodgers floated to the outside, and it's Braylon Allen.
Can they get something going with him?
Rodgers Steps up. Rodgers hooks a pass. Mike Williams. Another first down grab. P.J. Locke. 3rd and 14. Rodgers in a crowd. Gibson trying to create after the catch. Denver hems him in. And he's dropped at the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 for this one. 7-year veteran. 2nd and 10. Good move by McLaughlin. Not enough for the first down, but now 3rd and very close. Play clock went to 0-0. They didn't whistle it dead. So Nix will fire. Complete to Cortland Sutton. First down into New York territory. The previous line, 12 penalties, 76 yards. There's a hole for Williams. And he plows through it for a first down. Williams, who's a tank at 5'10", 220. Jets press the line. Handoff. Good cut by Williams. And a spin for a first down. Nix delivers. End zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown. Broncos. A chance to take the lead. Motion man is Wilson. He's been held to 2 catches, 8 yards. Rodgers looks. Oh, he placed it perfectly to Mike Williams. First down.
Nice job.
Brees Hall, good protection on the blitz. Flag is down. Rodgers drops it in the bucket. Garrett Wilson. Clean catch. So the Jets have it at the 30-yard line for Denver after the long pass play to Wilson. Rodgers to throw again. He guns it. Allen Lazard. That's a first down inside the 20.
And now there's a penalty flag at the end of this play.
Rodgers on the move. Stops and stutter steps out of bounds. Zuerlein drives it. Through. 9-7 New York.
I'm not ready to abandon him yet. And today, he's justified his confidence.
Williams now at 58 yards rushing. They haven't had a 100-yard rusher or receiver since week 2 of last year. That might change today. Javonte Williams taking into the Jets territory to the 35.
He rides the highs and lows well.
From the gun, handoff, the spin move by McLaughlin. And he is spun down inside the 30. The backup is Jarrett Stidham. The 3rd stringer is Zach Wilson, the former Jet. Operating from the gun. Running play, met in the hole, Williams. And then gang tackled at the line of scrimmage. This is a 47-yard attempt. Lutz for the lead. He's got it. Rodgers finds the soft spot with Conklin, short of the first down. So Conklin, a huge factor last week in the victory over New England. Rodgers through the air, hits Wilson, first down. Down at midfield. They have it at their own 49-yard line. In motion, Lazard. Fake and run. Rodgers slides. Jets trying to convert. Wilson in motion. Rodgers step up. Rodgers is sacked and loses the ball. Scooped up by Denver. Play was whistled dead. Nix to throw it. Incomplete. Josh Reynolds and DJ Reed. 2:31 to go. Jets are down by 1 to Denver. Rodgers gets rid of it and hits Lazard. At the 40-yard line, they're going to mark him just inside it.
Then without having to get out of the pocket.
They'll get the snap off. Rodgers deals. Good hands by Conklin. First down for 5 yards. And we hit 2 minutes to play. Shotgun. Rodgers to throw it. And again, Threw to a spot. Receiver was going somewhere else. Gibson. And now it's 4th down.
More than trying to get the ball back with less than 2 minutes.
They need 10 yards. Rush coming. Rodgers is shellacked. P.J. Locke. And has Denver locked down this win. They start out empty, but now McLaughlin will shift into the backfield. Jets have one timeout remaining.
Quarterback draw.
It's Nix. He goes down. Jets were all over it, led by Tony Adams. Fraboni to snap it. Dixon to hold it. Will Lutz from 50 yards away. No good. 1:27 to go. Shotgun for Rodgers. Jets get another chance. Tosses to Hall. Turns it upfield. And a tackle made inbounds. Jets have no timeouts remaining. Clock is moving. Jets go empty. Right now it would be a 50-yard attempt if they get no yards on this play. It's 3rd and 6. Rodgers backpedaling. Rodgers floats it up. And it bounces in front of Williams. Incomplete. Snap. Hennessy. Hold. Morstead. 50-yarder. No good. A rain-soaked Sunday afternoon in New Jersey. 10-9, the final. The Broncos outlast the New York Jets.
Darnold surveys, finds a wide open tight end, Johnny Munt. So here's Darnold with a play fake over the middle to Justin Jefferson into Jets territory. 1st down, Minnesota. Darnold gets it off. Throws to Addison. No, that's Jefferson. And he is ruled. 180! What's up? Darnold rolling to his right. And he's sacked. Quinnan, the Will McDonald, the 4th, getting it done for his 6th sack of the season. Bringing out Reichard for a 54-yarder. And he got it. Rodgers from the pocket. Finds an open receiver, but could not connect with Garrett Wilson. So what's up? Darnold off the play fake, steps up, escapes the pocket, and takes it himself. Slides just after getting the 1st down. 180! What's up? 2nd and short. Play fake to Jones. Darnold looks left and throws it behind Jefferson. DJ Reed on the coverage. No flags, despite Jefferson looking for one. Mullins is going to throw. And he's throwing for Aaron Jones. On the wheel route. Big gainer, 1st down. On a drive from the Jets territory. What's up? Fumble. Ty Chandler can't get it. Williams picks it up. Quincy Williams on the spot. And we have our 1st turnover of the game. Quick throw. Intercepted. Van Ginkel. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Another pick 6 for Andrew Van Ginkel. It's been 5 messy quarters in a row for the Jets on offense. Rodgers over the middle. It's high and picked. Intercepted by Cameron Bynum. Darnold, he's sacked. Big time play by Isaiah Oliver. Darnold, all kinds of time, and throws it deep. Incomplete, but there was a flag thrown from the secondary.
Quarterback is in the pocket. Legal contact on the defense, number 1. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Oh, they're all pro. Sauce Gardner, a huge penalty. Darnold throws it for Jefferson, incomplete, and there is no flag. Tony Adams on the coverage. Jets desperate for a stop. Darnold throwing, going deep, and incomplete for Jordan Addison. DJ Reed on the coverage, and the Jets D with a big, huge stop. Rodgers over the middle, wide open. Tyler Conklin, there's the first down of the game for the Jets, gain of 24. Hands it to the kid, literally half his age. And more gray hairs for the Jets on offense as that is short. Another handoff, and the Jets don't get it. The Vikings defense answers the Jets defense with a turnover on downs of its own. Getting the majority of these snaps. Darnold throws to an open Jefferson. Darnold, the 4-0 quarterback for the Vikings. 2nd and 5, give to Chandler. It's a first down run. Stopped by Isaiah Oliver. Play fake. Darnold for Jefferson. And Reed steps in, but a flag comes down behind the play. And it's going to be called on the Jets.
Pass interference on the defense, number 4. That's a spot foul.
Ham. Touchdown. Vikings lead 16-0. Less than 4 minutes to go in this half. 17-0. Vikings get the ball first in the second half. The Jets need a move. And that's a nice drive starter as Rodgers finds his tight end Tyler Conklin. This is what's called a big third down for the Jets. Rodgers, an old friend, gets him. Harrison Smith in his 21st game against Rodgers from just inside their own 5. They're going to hand this off. Ty Chandler is tackled for loss at the very back of his end zone. Sends it away to Gibson. Catches, moves up. He's got room. Gibson for the sideline. Gibson inside the 35 and out at the 30-yard line. Rodgers to his left, quick throw to Wilson. Pirouettes, then steps out of bounds. Out at the 15-yard line. Rodgers steps up to the end zone. Lazard, touchdown. 15 yards to Lazard, and the Jets are on the board. 2nd and 5, play fake. Darnold surveys and has an open Addison. 27 yards. Tony Adams on the stop. Darnold, 3rd and long, backpedals. Is an open Chandler, who takes it to the 45-yard line, and that brings out the punt unit. Rodgers with the snap. Quick throw to Wilson, who steps out of bounds for first down. Under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Breece Hall slashes through. Hall with a nice first down run to move the chains, gain of 10. Rodgers steps up over the middle to Garrett Wilson. And he gets to the midfield stripe for another Jet first down. Rodgers, quick one. his young running back, Allen. Drive that started its own 3. Rodgers over the middle, and that's a catch. And that was Garrett Wilson over the middle. Rodgers, incomplete. Try to get Lazard for the second time in the end zone. And he stays perfect inside 40 yards this year. Darnold, under duress, gets out of it and throws it away. No flag on Clemens. Defensive coordinator of the Vikings. 4-0 coming in for the first time since 2016, up 7. Rodgers is sacked. There's Pace. Sauce Gardner off the field, as you saw, for this 3rd and 8. Darnold for Addison. He was open as Eccles fell down. This one from 53. It is good. Is battling the clock. Rodgers gets sacked. Harrison Phillips. Rodgers goes for Wilson. And there is no flag.
Going to be critical right here.
Darnold going to throw it from his pocket over the middle. Intercepted by the man replacing Sauce Gardner. It's Eccles. Rodgers, quick throw. There's Wilson. Makes an inside move and takes it down to the 25. Not many people sitting as Rodgers with a quick snap over the middle. That's complete to Mike Williams. Kept his route going there inside the 10-yard line. Rodgers throwing again. End zone. And there's the flag. Stephon Gilmore on Garrett Wilson.
Pass interference on the defense number 2. Foul is in the end zone. First down.
And Rodgers is standing all by his lonesome on 1st and goal at the 1. Rodgers, all kinds of time, throws it. Touchdown, Garrett Wilson.
The interception on that last drive.
Darnold on 2nd and 9. Lots of time over the middle to Jefferson. Big, huge gain for 18. Gain of 25 to the Jet 44. 2nd and 13. Darnold on the play fake over the middle. There's his tight end, Johnny Munt. Gain of 21. Darnold is spinning it, Kurt. On 3rd downs this half, trying to convert one here. Darnold throws it. Incomplete. No flags on the play. It is good. Oh, that looked like it was leaking right. Rodgers, quick throw. It's Garrett Wilson. Wilson takes it past the Jets 45, gain of 17. Rodgers, quick throw to Lazard. That's a 1st down catch. Rodgers to Wilson, grabs it, and he was able to crawl for a couple more yards to the 32. Rodgers, quick throw, and it's intercepted. Stephon Gilmore gets the Jets again. For everyone here at NFL Network, my Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, I am Rich Eisen. Thank you for taking in this London game. Sam Darnold beats the team that drafted him.
There's been a lot of mental mistakes as well, and then it's just one guy on a particular play, and that's all it takes.
Here's Lazard, first down Jets.
It's a good start for this offense.
Rodgers able to complete to Wilson. Garrett Wilson, a nice move and out of bounds inside the 35, a gain of 25. Protection, pass is incomplete. Off the left hand of Breece Hall. Windy night for Greg Zuerlein and Tyler Bass. And Zuerlein knocks it through from 34 yards away.
Execute quite the way that you like, but you just simply cannot force the football.
Here is a handoff to Ty Johnson. He gets the edge. Nice start to the night for the Bills. Got around Sauce Gardner.
On this offense with him not in the lineup tonight.
Here's a pass complete to Kincaid. Bounces off a tackle and then lowers the boom. They make his debut tonight. Nice cutback, and Ray Davis also breaking tackles. Just running it right down their throat. Davis to the 1.
Be able to mix up the run and the pass the way they have has been huge.
Here he is again. Allen for the touchdown, and the Bills are on top. Rushing touchdown in the NFL.
Well, you see the Jets, they come down there over the nose. They're anticipating that the reason Robert Saleh is no longer the head coach is because the offense hasn't done their job.
Here's Hall, left side, has blocking. Big play. Into Buffalo territory to the 45, a gain of 21. Again, he's been sacked 8 times last couple of games total. Play action, trying to set up a screen, not there. And here's one caught by Ruckert. Kind of a broken play, and Ruckert with a nice gain on first down as he gets 8.
With that said, they just have not really been able to get him going.
Here is Hall, left side. Broke a tackle. Breece Hall tripped up inside the 10.
Makes a good play, getting his hands up and getting the deflection.
3rd down and goal. Rodgers slides through, throws, caught, but out of bounds by Wilson. Throw by Aaron Rodgers and a good catch.
Well, watch Aaron Rodgers. He knew exactly where he was going. He's looking to his left, but you see when he snaps his head back to the right.
Rodgers using that hard count. Wilson with a catch. First down at the 39. Working against Taron Johnson.
They really do a nice job. That's one of the strengths for both these defenses.
3rd down and long, and trying to drop it off. That pass is incomplete for Braylon Allen. Just when you think you have this place figured out. So tonight's wind is opposite of the way it normally is. Flags fly. Allen able to get out of the end zone and fire. He's got his man, and a juggling catch by Ray Davis.
With the ball, it's Josh Allen. As tight a spiral as he's capable of throwing, but it got away from him a little.
Here's a 1st and 15 carry to the 40-yard line by Ty Johnson, a gain of 13.
How much he has to shoulder for this football team.
14 rushes, 4 passes until this. Pass is caught, and that's Shakir. Good protection, end zone. Touchdown, Mac Hollins. And the Bills back on top.
Well, watch the route. Mac Hollins comes off the line of scrimmage, and yeah, Ashton Davis, he almost stumbles and falls down. Wasn't a whole lot to the release, not like what we saw of Garrett Wilson on the prior possession, but Ashton Davis just a little overmatched right there on Mac Hollins.
Pass. No chance.
Wow. That's what they would prefer to be able to do. You see the safeties back there now.
Rodgers with protection fires a fastball to Hall. And a first down inside the 40.
Then you have the way that it looked through the first 5 games.
Pressure and a sack. Rodgers gets pounded by Epinesa. James Cook out with a toe injury. Pass is caught by Ray Davis, and he's looked good tonight.
To pick up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, down the sideline for Hollins, and out of bounds. And a flag. That ball was The call is pass interference. Good protection. Wide open is Kincaid over the middle, and he's got a first down. Allen takes off. Breaking tackles, end zone. Touchdown. What a play by Allen. And a 12-yard touchdown is the result. Knox and Kincaid were both over there for Buffalo. And it is Knox with the touchdown, his first of the year.
Well, Dawson Knox, as he comes off the line of scrimmage, he's got his eyes back on Josh Allen. And when Josh scrambles, he immediately then goes into scramble drill principle. Josh Allen has been by that side of things.
2nd down and 7. Rodgers slings it. Beautiful throw and catch. Garrett Wilson. Here we go. Up into the air. Into the end zone. And incomplete. Lazard had a shot. And now the other officials saying touchdown.
You can see he doesn't totally get up in the air with all the bodies there, but he's got it. That's a touchdown right there. And then it comes out. So, oh, man.
Wow. Great call by one official overruling the other. That is a touchdown. Ray Davis had a good first half. Play action. Allen lets it fly. Connects with Samuel. Tripped up inside the 40. Good coverage by Reed. Got that arm in there. This one is complete to Coleman. And the big-bodied rookie is brought down. 47-yard try by Tyler Bass. He missed it wide right. Little pitch to Hall, left side. Big play. Brees Hall. One man to beat. Tackle made by Rapp. 1st and goal, Jets. Protection. End zone incomplete for Garrett Wilson. With coverage by Benford. 22-yard try by Zerline. On a drive that was extended because of the unnecessary roughness call on Epinesa. And we're tied at 20.
And a good call on the pass interference, but they're going to replay this one.
3rd down and 6. Allen overthrows Kincaid. Garrett Wilson made a move. Nice start to the drive across the 40. Second level, there he is. Garrett Wilson. Helmet comes off of DeMar Hamlin, and Wilson adds 23 to the ledger. Here's Hall, nice cutback. Good hit, picks up 10, and a flag flies. Been sacked 3 times tonight. 2nd and 9. That's caught. That's Lazard. Now 3rd down and 11 as a result. End zone, Wilson. Ball's knocked out. Well played by Buffalo. Taylor Rapp and DeMar Hamlin. Took a touchdown off the board. Zerline hits the upright.
Big penalty, 3rd and long, and you're just trying to pick up whatever yardage you can. Good call.
Kincaid, not much. 4th down. From the 34. Rodgers over the middle. Pass caught by Lazard. And a first down at the 49.
Knowing how much Rodgers has liked what he's capable of doing and how much he wants to see him on the field.
3rd and 11. Rodgers down the middle. Completes. What a strong catch by Lazard. Yeah, you think the Jets have to bite off some of this yardage to feel better about the try. They try here with Hall, and he's out of bounds at the 25. Good snap, good hold. Kick is off the upright again. Davis has rushed for 87 yards in the game and made 3 catches for 55. Here's Kincaid. First down, Buffalo.
He's been very mindful of it, and he's finished the runs.
Coleman makes the catch. First down, out of bounds inside the 20.
This is a huge play. This is the biggest play in the game right now.
Extra men on the rush. Sherwood. Pass broken up. Off the hands of Hollins. Play made by Isaiah Oliver. Bass knocks it through.
That's what I was thinking. It's the tuck rule, and I thought it was a fumble.
Third down and 4, and Rodgers and Wilson not on the same page, but a flag for the coverage. Both teams have had 10 accepted penalties.
Pass interference, defense, number 47. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic, first down.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers buys time, airs it out. Mike Williams fell down, and it is picked by Tyron Johnson. Taron Johnson made the interception as Mike Williams fell down. That was the first turnover of the game, by the way, the interception by Taron Johnson. Here's Allen. He's got it. First down, Buffalo.
I don't know where the Jets go from here, quite honestly, Joe. They come in here in this game, all the changes that they occurred this week, and they came out, did a lot of good things, had a lot of mistakes, didn't capitalize on the opportunities like you said. Things only get tougher from here for them, and it's going to be a real gut test for them as to how they respond to this and how they come back next week.
Four on the first one, and Wilson to the air. Just a little dump pass, complete to the big tight end, Darnell Washington. From the 49, Najee on the bounce to the outside, into Jets territory. First down, still on his feet. Harris to the 33-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, Jets break 4. Wilson escaping and just putting it out of bounds. Out of harm's way. Nothing open downfield. It's a 46-yarder. And he continues his terrific season. 17 of 18 made field goals. Not now. 3rd and 8. Steelers bring 4. Rodgers slides in trouble. Goes down. Larry Ogunjobi with the sack for Pittsburgh. 3rd and a long yard. See what he taps into. On the move. The throw is complete and then through the hands of Calvin Austin. A formidable front for these Steelers. 2nd in the league in points allowed. Rodgers, flat-footed throw. Hall out of the backfield. Accelerates for the first down. To midfield goes Breece Hall.
That is going to take the pressure off of Aaron Rodgers so he doesn't have to try and just carry the Jets.
Rodgers out quick to Devontae Adams. There's their first connection to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 9 against the Pittsburgh defense. Which is the good part of replay assist in the first 15 or 17 seconds of the play clock. Dumped down to Hall. Got a block. Hall in open space inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. A first down pickup of 13 for Breece Hall. They were watching him during the weekend, preparing for him last week. Quick out. Throws to Garrett Wilson. Through a tackle. First down in the red zone for the Jets. Wilson inside the 15-yard line. Ulbrich walking down to the official in case a timeout was needed. It wasn't, because Hall's taken off to the end zone, in for the touchdown. Believe, yes, no signal from the official over there. But Hall snuck it inside the pylon, go down the field.
Mike, every receiver is that way, okay? So this is an RPO kind of a look here. You don't know. Is he going to hand that off, or is he going to throw it to that 3 wide receiver side? And what we've seen out of Hall is when he gets a chance to put that foot in the ground.
Over the 24, play action, protected. There's your shot downfield towards Pickens. Contested volley brings in at the 32-yard line. Big ball to Pickens, working on Brandon Echols. 3rd and 10. You get a first down at the 1. Wilson scanning, keeping the play alive, and fires on the run out of the back of the end zone. Willis Waitman, the holder. Christian Coots, the snapper, out of Duquesne.
He still thinks the world of.
28-yard line, Aaron Rodgers to work. Slant Davante Adams, gain of a dozen on a first down to the 40-yard line. He's been on the field for every snap, Davante, so far. 2nd and 6 for Rodgers. Steelers get the pressure. Rodgers knows where to go with it. Breece Hall on the run. Hall into the secondary. Past the tackler at the 20. Breece Hall inside the 10. Drags Fitzpatrick inside the 5. Word from upstairs to challenge or not. He is going to challenge. He dropped the flag before he could throw it. So Rodgers instead runs the play, and it's a touchdown to Conklin. Tyler Conklin in the end zone on the touchdown pass from Rodgers. And Rodgers going to try to throw for it inside and gets the 2 with Garrett Wilson. And the Jets take a 9-point lead. Huge call there.
In any way.
So the Jets have a 9-point lead. Russell Wilson to work right away. He got ready to quick to Freiermuth. Great read by Wilson. Freiermuth takes it upfield. Still going to the 40-yard line. Gain of 30.
A guy that was just simply too light a year ago and made himself different.
Big catch, Pickens, 3rd and 24. They don't get all the yards. They lost back. The late throwdown has the Steeler fans. 2nd and 7. Rodgers. Shot to the sideline. Lazard, the back shoulder adjustment. And the catch right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and a long 4. Gets spread it out. Highsmith came around the edge. Rodgers pass is intercepted. Pulled away. Beatty Bishop, the rookie, reels it in. Full bucket of timeouts from the 46. Wilson out quick and caught. Good catch and run by Van Jefferson. With his dad, Sean Jefferson, watching on the other side. Jets receivers coach. First down to the 43. 2nd and 10. Jets bring 4. Wilson end zone shot. Pickens! Got it! Touchdown Pittsburgh!
Mike, I want you to watch the trajectory of this throw. We were watching them practices the other day. Little lob pass in the corner. The greatest weakness that I saw out of Justin Fields was all those line drive throws, right? Not the touch, not the moon ball, not the ones up over the top. And because of that, you saw big plays that should have been hit in the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers that simply were not. They just weren't made. Occasionally, Justin Fields didn't even throw them. Has been their best shot.
15. Rodgers pulls it down, comes back to Wilson. Crossing at the first down mark to the 43-yard line. He takes a hit. Micah Fitzpatrick and Peyton Wilson hit him there. See out there for all but 2 snaps. 2nd and 10 slant. Wilson caught right at midfield. Used to play for the Ravens. Those guys have done this a time or two. Rodgers, throw incomplete for Adams on 3rd and 2 as he was getting pressured by the aforementioned Alex Highsmith. Wilson's got a little bit of time here and lofting. Caught off the deflection by Pickens. It was first Pickens, then Isaiah Oliver in the game because of the injury to Adams. Then back to Pickens. 3 contested balls. He's brought him down tonight. In field goal range, 3rd and 5. Jets bring the heat. Great blitz pickup. Freiermuth brought it in with one hand. to the 13.
Now we're going.
Connor Haywood leads the way. Warren the run. Inside the 5. Wilson. Incomplete. No flag. Think it was tangled feet. 21 yards for Boswell. And he knocks it through. 3 for 3 on the night. 19 of 20 on the season.
Could be 4 guys.
Yeah, it could be 3 guys, 1 hangover. Here's Rodgers. Back, sideline sling. Wilson. Intercepted. He didn't catch it. Beanie Bishop did. Beanie's got 2. Beanie has almost 6. He's down to the 1-yard line. It's first and goal. Wilson is keeping and sneaking, getting pushed to the goal line. And he is short for the moment. Let's see. Down judge and line judge in there. No signal, a lot of conversation. Touchdown. So they umpile the bodies and they say Wilson had broken the plane. Push from Connor Hayward behind, and there is 2nd and 5. Rodgers complete to the 46-yard line, and Alan Lazard on the first down grab. He comes out for a moment. Mike Williams in the game for the Jets. To the 46-yard line. Hall punching upfield. So good with that foot in the ground and take off to the 40. 4th and 1. Rodgers over the middle. It's caught by Mike Williams for the first down at the 17-yard line. Empty again for the Jets. Tight end over on Watt's side. Helping out. As he throws towards Mike Williams is incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. worked on a little technique this week. This from 35. Oh, it got blocked. It got blocked. The Steelers are doing an unbelievable job blocking kicks this year. Sherwood, the linebacker out there, covering Freiermuth. 3rd and 8. Wilson escapes, throws. It's complete with a quick turn by Warren to get the first down. Steelers didn't give up a point in the 3rd quarter. That's been true all year. And they keep scoring points. Najee Harris on the run. Inside the 20 to the 16. 34 on the game. 3rd and goal. Wilson fires end zone touchdown. Van Jefferson.
You're going to get a little help from your friends out here. A little semi-pick, rub, whatever you want to call it. Make that corner bounce over the top. Oh, yeah.
Deep drop, Rodgers. Steps up, fires in the middle. Complete to Lazard at the 47-yard line. Under 10 minutes in regulation. Rodgers on the slap. Goes it on the right, taking off. Inside the 35. Garrett Wilson down at the 31-yard line. Does a really good job. Doesn't get the credit he deserves. 3rd and 5. Rodgers inside, big hit. Elliott just waiting for Conklin. 4th and 4. Breece Hall's bottom of the screen. Rodgers had it knocked down. Inside Keanu Benton.
3 safeties, 2 corners out.
Jay Reed out. Catch tonight. Wide open is Calvin Austin. Inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. That'll be right at the first down line. It will be a first down as the pile keeps moving. 4th and inches for Russell Wilson. Trying to sneak it. They grabbed him. Still Wilson moves forward. We'll see where the spot is. Close to the 18-yard line.
Well, I tell you, if Cam Hayward can stay healthy and play the way that he's been playing, with TJ on the other side and Highsmith, it's a good-looking team.
Najee Harris on the run to the right. He'll be twisted down at the 10-yard line. Final 30 seconds here. Both teams done with timeouts. Najee Harris to the end zone. close it out with a touchdown.
Read the names of some of these offensive linemen here. Dan Moore and Isaac Seumalo, who's out the first 4 games. Ryan McCollum, the 4th center, had to come in and play. Mason McCormick, a 4th-round draft pick, wasn't starting at the beginning of the year. Broderick Jones probably wouldn't be starting, but for the injury to Troy Utano. And here they are, and they are going through a Jets defense. They are a dangerous team.
Isaiah Davis is the running back for the Jets. He gets the carry out to the 43-yard line. The Pittsburgh Steelers score 31 unanswered points. And from a 15-6 lead, it becomes a 37-15. The Jets lost.
Reddick on the field. This is where we will see him today, primarily passing situations. May on 3rd and 5, taking his first shot near side of the field, looking for Booty.
It's a lot of one-on-one balls down the sideline, and you can see Drake May not afraid to throw the football down the field.
Bryce Behringer's punt. Xavier Gibson slips a couple of tackles. Gibson crosses midfield. On 3rd and 3, crossing route over the middle. Rodgers looking for Hall, and it's incomplete. 2 touchdowns, but it has all gone south since then. Can they get back on course? This is a quick release to Mario Douglas atop the AFC. On 3rd and 4, May working from the gun here over the middle, completes. First down and more. That's the tight end Hunter Henry, their leading receiver so far this season. It's a pickup of 11.
But does not give the impression that this moment is too big for him.
On 2nd and 7, here come the Jets again. May climbs the pocket's going to run for it. First down and more for the Patriots. May, everyone covered down the field.
And Stevenson has been excellent in those situations.
May climbs the pocket, gonna run again. May, first down, May in, touchdown! May, the 22-year-old rookie with a 17-yard sprint. Can they change the vibes with this team and get that win? But not the start they were looking for, down 7-0. Another pitch near side of the field. This is Hall. And it's a New England defense today without one of their starting safeties. No Kyle Duggar, who's out with the ankle. 3rd and 9. Rodgers, far side for Adams, and it's incomplete. And a late marker comes in.
Pass interference, number 0 on the defense.
Arch, was there something underneath with that right arm of Gonzalez?
Patriots are showing an all-out pressure look with man-to-man coverage.
Rodgers near side to the end zone, and there's the flag.
Pass interference, defense, number 53. The ball we placed at the spot of the foul, automatic, first down.
But the linebackers, just a confidence thing to turn and locate the football.
Jade's territory telling us that he did agree with the call. Rodgers slinging one to the end zone. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin able to squeeze it.
I tell you what, Aaron Rodgers just rips this in a tight window. I mean, that is tight as tight could be. And how about the concentration from Conklin? There's a lot of traffic. Almost one hands it, knows he's going to get popped, and then still is able to control it. Well, that's an excellent throw and catch.
Boy, that's an unbelievable catch. Concentration, as Arch just alluded to, tight space in the back of the end zone, and the point after, not even close from Zerline.
For whatever reason, in recent memory, they just haven't been able to find that reliability outside.
May climbs the pocket with everyone covered. May breaking tackles. Had the 17-yard touchdown run early.
To be able to split the pocket, and they've created some penalties. They've got to play better.
May. Jets able to get to the rookie for the first time. Quinnen Williams got there first, and Hassan Reddick was right behind him.
Wasn't for a couple pass interference penalties. Who knows?
Second down pass from Rodgers completes to Ruckert.
And Wilson wants to learn everything he can.
He's been a sponge so far. Rodgers off the fake, over the middle, and it is caught. Wilson making the catch. They're going to mark him down short of the end zone. First and goal from the 1. Rodgers near side end zone. It is caught. Gibson, touchdown. Himself a half here in New England. Clean catch from the first vantage point. A little bit of a bobble there, but he is protecting the football. Don't see it arch hit the turf. Looks like a catch for Gibson. Play clock down to 0 as Brissett barely gets it off in time. Steps up in the pocket, slings one, they complete, but they're going to be well short of the first down. Douglas on the catch.
They just have to find a way to get pressure up front.
Rodgers again working near side, drops it in the bucket for Wilson. Rodgers protected, it's deflected and caught. But they're going to be short of the first down marker, well short. Now they're going to rule incomplete. Now start the second half the way they started the game, forcing a 3 and out. As Marstead on to punt. Marcus Jones going to play it just outside his 10. Cuts it to the near side. Jones has some real estate. Jones breaking free. Inside Jets territory, still on his feet. All the way down to the Jets 25. Then if you've just hopped on with us, Drake May concussion done for the day. Jacoby Brissett slinging one here to Booty.
That time could not take care of Quinnen Williams.
Brissett far side, it's caught. First down. Stevenson, he's right at the line to gain. They marked him short of the line to gain. Stevenson has it. Stevenson in, touchdown. And the New England Patriots answering back. And we are tied here in Foxborough.
That is a big boy drive by the Patriots. Booty gets his block on Sauce Gardner, and then it's one-on-one. Stevenson just able to power it and run over Isaiah Oliver. That is a heck of a drive. Really, how about Stevenson? Catch on the sideline.
Jets have lost 4 straight. As desperate as it gets in week 8. Rodgers puts some air under it. Far side, it's caught. Wilson and the flag.
And now you're getting the mismatches that you want. I'm telling you, it should really open things up.
Rodgers gets it to Adams. This is the 4th target for Devontae Adams on the day.
Matches in tight situations.
Fresh set of downs for the Jets. Rodgers faking the pitch. Then he goes underneath to Hall. Near side, Hall. Good yardage on first down. Let's see if they mark him out. Yes, they will. On 3rd and 1, Rodgers sold the fake, and then he missed over the middle to Adams. Young man they took with the 17th overall pick last year. And now it's Zuerlein on for the 29-yard attempt. Remember, he missed the point after in the first half, but he is perfect here.
You know, should be there at the end, but just can't quite seem to get a run.
Brissett on 3rd and 7. Fires, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended target. Boy, that would have been a first down for New England. Rodgers will work from the gun here on 2nd and 8 as we begin the 4th quarter. Quick drop over the middle, completes. Conklin had to go up a little high for it. Makes the catch. Going to get all the way down to the Patriots 20.
The Jets have to figure out a way to beat man-to-man coverage, and it looks like they're doubling Adams.
Lazard out with the chest injury. Rodgers never had a chance. Christian Ellis. 44-yard attempt. Zuerlein has missed a point after. And this kick from 44 wide left.
Look, this is an important drive for this defense.
Here's a little flea flicker, and then Brissett gets it to Hooper, the tight end. Hooper's got some carpet in front of him. Hard, stiff arm. He's got the first down, but we'll check the flag here.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 72. That 15-yard penalty we added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
3rd and 11 after the incompletion. They get it to Henry, and he's got it. Taking on a tackler right at the line to gain. 3rd and 9 for New England as we approach the 9-minute mark in the 4th. Brissett, clean pocket, delivers over the middle to Thornton, breaks a tackle. First down, Patriots. Second OC gig that he's had in his career, last 4 years in Cleveland. What do they dial up here? 3rd and goal. Brissett to the end zone, incomplete. No flags. Started more than 30 games over the last 3 years. As the field goal here gives New England the lead. On 2nd and 7, quick drop. Rodgers, perfect pass to Wilson. It is ruled a completion as Wilson with his 3rd 100-yard day of the season. Hall finds the edge. Hall has a seam. That's a first down run for the Jets. Arch, this is why you go out and get Aaron Rodgers for moments like this in the game. Rodgers, the pump fake, fires over the middle, and it is caught. Rodgers delivering a strike to Adams. Very tight space. Rodgers giving here to Braylon Allen, and he's in. Touchdown. Braylon Allen, the rookie, able to bang it in for the Jets. Jets have punched back and have retaken the lead, and they will go for the 2-point conversion.
This is about as clogged up could be, and just somehow he's able to find just a little space and end up in the end zone.
Second rushing touchdown of the season for Allen. 3 years collegiately at Wisconsin. Jets took him with their 4th-round pick.
Expect all-out pressure. Bring the house. You got to beat man coverage.
Rodgers over the middle. It's caught. They're not going to get it. Brissett on 2nd and 10. High pass, and it is caught. Henry.
Defense in their last drive gave up 2 3rd and longs. They've got to be at their best here.
On 3rd and 9, Brissett steps up. He's going to run for it. Brissett's got the first down. Making plays.
To me, looks like they're going to drop out and play coverage.
See what they've done on 3rd down. Here they come. Free blitzer. Brissett somehow gets it out cleanly and completes inside the 10. Booty atoning. Brissett under center. Here we go. Stevenson on the take. Stevenson is in for the touchdown.
I'll put the big boy in there. City So, extra offensive lineman as a fullback. I mean, the Jets, they do almost all they can up front. They make it really tough. But Ramondre Stevenson keeping those pads low, crosses that ball over the goal line. An unbelievable finish for Gerard Mayo's New England Patriots.
Brissett, near side, Stevenson, 3-point lead.
If you complete this pass, you have 2 plays left in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers sidesteps over the middle, and it is caught. Adams makes the catch, but they can't stop the clock.
Game's over.
Final seconds come off, and it is over here in Foxborough.
That is the end of the ball game.
The Jets run out of time and suffer a back-breaking loss here in Week 8.
Pass number 9. Look out. Gets sacked at the 1-yard line. So that's Nico Autry who comes in for the sack. Still early in the first quarter. To the outside he goes. Mixon bouncing off tackles. Running through tackles all the way to the 11-yard line.
A chance to get into that open hole.
Stroud, pressure again, loses the ball. And the Jets come up with the football inside the 20-yard line. Losing to the Jets and suffered a concussion as well. Off to a ragged start tonight. Huge hole, but then they put it on the ground and he recovers it. Rodgers, and a little too far. That's incomplete, intended for Mike Williams. So in the first less than 11 minutes of the game, you've got 3 sacks for the Jets. Meanwhile, the pass here and out to the 18-yard line.
Driving Aaron Rodgers and everybody crazy.
They put Braylon Allen in the back. 2-back set here. Meanwhile, off to the races goes Breece Hall. Nearly jumped off. Passes behind Wilson, but he's able to reach back, make the catch, and pick up the first down.
5 straight losses will do that.
Get a little toss back here. Corley, plenty of room all the way to the end zone.
The execution, everything's great. Oh boy, he dropped that ball. Well, that's close. Definitely going to take a peek at that. Oh, there's a good view.
Ruling on the field of a touchdown is under further review. The runner dropped the ball before crossing the goal line. The ball then subsequently rolled to the back of the end zone out of bounds, which is considered an immediate recovery. It is a touchback. It's a first down for the defense.
That's something new. It comes back to haunt them on Halloween night. Meanwhile, over the middle, too high. That's a shot you normally see late in the fourth. 3rd and 6. Look out. Rodgers spins away, throws, caught. Ball is out. Is it a fumble? Did he have control? Meanwhile, this is Neville Eward for the moment, who's going to take the ball all the way in. Done for Reed, 8 games into the season, too. Huge hole. And Mixon's done all of the work on this drive and has taken them from the 2-yard line out to the 26, first down. So Mixon gets a rest. Off the play fake. Catch is made, trying to stay in bounds. And that's Schultz. Nice move there. Turns nothing into something, breaking away that time on the Texans. That negates what would have been a 15-yard gain. Stroud is under pressure again. Flushed out. Fires deep downfield. And is the catch made? It is at the 45-yard line by Robert Woods. Kendall Sheffield, 27, comes in for Gardner. There goes Mixon again. 2nd and 12. Finally, a lot of time for Stroud, but the secondary does its work. He's going to take off, and he's going to get the first down at the 14-yard line. Ogunbowale is in the backfield. 3rd and 12. On the move, throws, and that is hold in Tank Dell. Play of the drive. Give it to Mixon. Goes in for the touchdown.
And finally, you see some offense here. Quincy Williams, he just shot in, pinched it, tried to see if he could blow that play up.
Extra pressure. And Rodgers is going to get sacked. Put the heat on and down he goes. Saving the 2 timeouts. Clock at 50. Stroud throws. That's caught. Tank Dell down the sideline. And Tank Dell out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 43 seconds. Hanging in the pocket. And down he goes. A big sack. Taking him deeper into what would be field goal territory. That's Solomon Thomas. 9 for 10 this season. Within his range. The distance, but not the accuracy. Resulted in a touchback, and 7 points went wasted. Start with Brees Hall. Play fake, pass, Adams. And Adams chugs his way for a first down.
Being patient and a couple of Rodgers recognized passes, so he's been able to get out quickly.
Big hole here. Closes in a hurry. 25-yard line. Brees Hall. We go to Caley. 2nd and 12. Rodgers under pressure. Throws one-handed. Caught. Wilson, touchdown.
This is what Garrett Wilson can do. This one-handed grab, pretty tight coverage, a risky effort by Petrie. He clearly goes for the football, and that's you're either going to make a play or you're going to give up a touchdown. Good job by Wilson.
Ryans is so energetic. It's like he's at a party screaming and all that.
You wouldn't know it, though, if you talked him away from that environment. As Stroud runs for a first down. For a couple of plays tonight. And they called his number, and then he trips and falls. Ogunbowale is in the backfield on 3rd and 11. He stays in the block. Look out. Down he goes. This one from 54 out. On its way. And through. 2nd and 10. Little flip here. Hall escapes a tackle and another. And picks up a first down. And he thinks he was not brought down, but rolled on top of a defender and keeps on going. That Texan line trying to hold its ground. And they do. And Rodgers will throw and opens Adams for a first down and a lot more as Devontae Adams gets free. Caught 6 tonight on 10 targets. To the near side. And stopping and making the grab there was Wilson. He had to fall down to make the catch. Just short here, 3rd and 1. 4-man rush. Rodgers to the end zone. And Wilson, can he one-handed and stay in bounds? They say he was out. Out. Lassiter covering on the play. Almost.
The only chance would be the knee if it came down. He has the ball. What a catch. Waiting for that other foot, just doesn't get down. The knee is close. That's what the crowd is reacting to.
What a grab, though. One-handed.
Oh, my gosh. Ridiculous catch.
The play clock is running.
Yeah, that maybe the shin gets down.
Ooh,
Terry, what are they looking at after that initial foot got down when it came right there at the back line?
And we've seen a few through the years. Stroud rolling. He's throwing deep. He's got a man. He hits him to the 20-yard line. Tank Dell.
The Texans know how to win these close games.
They have under Ryans. Meanwhile, through the middle this time goes J.J. Taylor to make it a 1-point game. Fairbairn boots it through. So with 8:19 with another flag.
Another one came in. Yeah.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, contact to the snapper by the defense. The penalty's half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
4-man rush. Stroud fires. No good. 27-yard attempt. Townsend puts it down. Fairbairn hits the upright. Second and 8 to the outside. Nice moves. First down. Brees Hall. Rodgers throwing, completing, gets the first down. Wilson comes out of the slot, makes the catch. Wilson stays inbounds. That keeps the clock moving. Extra pressure. Going deep. Has his man. Has Adams. Touchdown. In Green Bay with number 8.
Remember, he hit him on a 4th and 1 on that stuttering go. This time he gets Petrie one-on-one. Petrie loses balance there, makes it easy for Adams, but I don't think he's going to be able to stay with him. Aaron Rodgers is exactly what he wanted, the coverage that he wanted, and there's the rhythm. There they are.
Needs 9. Gets none. Flag, however.
Tank Dell didn't have a chance to make a play on the football.
By the defense, number 23. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. It's first down.
Extra protection in the backfield. Then they flare out. Stroud is chased. Fires, caught at the 50. And stopped short of the first down is Dalton Schultz. Rush 4 again. That's caught. That's a first down. Trying to get out of bounds and does is Robert Woods. 2 to the right. Look out. Stroud gets taken down at the 15-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming in. Williams is also there. Onside kick would come after that if he makes it, which he does. So it's 21-13, which normally comes in situations like this. And the bouncing ball will be stopped by Adams. So there it is. Rodgers will take a knee. And the Texans will be content to let that clock run out.
This is the end of the game.
3-touchdown game for him. Big night. What a play by Wilson in the end zone.
But the Jets understand they have to contain Kyler Murray.
Murray faking. We'll see the flag here. Could be a free play. They complete. That's Marvin Harrison Jr.
McDonald and Hassan Reddick really got after and harassed C.J. Stroud.
Still no C.J. Mosley in the middle of that Jets defense. Murray, little twirl around. This is Connor. Catch and run. Connor breaking free. Gets inside the 15. He's still going. Connor lunges. Touchdown.
Michael Clemens, number 72, that got in there, made the initial contact.
And this time they're going to waltz in with Connor. And the Arizona Cardinals making their early statement.
They're going to have to come out here and do the exact same thing to this defense that the Cardinals did to theirs.
Jets begin on the ground here with Brees Hall, and he finds his seam. What a drive starter for the Jets. So it turns out to be a 12-yard penalty. They mark the football down at the Cardinals' 33-yard line. Rodgers gives to Allen, and here comes the rookie breaking free. That's another first down run for the Jets.
When they get in this part of the field.
On 3rd and 6, line to gain is the 1. Rodgers on the run, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. Everyone was covered in the end zone. Again, so here's Spencer Schrader, the rookie kicker, just elevated from their practice squad this week.
He has excellent command and has really improved his all-around game this season.
Murray slinging it, and he completes. Second catch for Harrison as they try to get the rookie a little bit more incorporated in this offense. It's a pickup of 17. Indeed, they have. They're all on the same page. Petzing, all those years under Kevin Stefanski, Minnesota and Cleveland. Handoff here. This is Benson. Turn it out yardage for the Cardinals. Gets into the second level.
Watch the seams up the middle by the tight ends.
Jets rushing for Murray, throws a dart. Trey McBride slowly becoming a star in this offense. Slice him up. Already 100 yards passing. He's completed 5 straight. Murray towards the end zone, and there's the flag. Tight coverage on the play. Zay Jones, the intended target, working against DJ Reed. They have used him in a multitude of ways. 3rd and goal. Murray, boy, did the Jets come across prematurely. Murray! It's a Sunday stroll into the end zone. We'll check the flag here. Were the Jets drawn offside?
Defense, number 54. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
When you play against Murray or any quarterback that has his athletic ability, you have got to keep the edge. You have got to keep contained. Your eyes have to be on Kyler Murray. Let the inside guys.
Rodgers over the middle, completes. Wilson, first down for the Jets. Play clock down to a second. Rodgers gets it off. Near side, looking for Adams, and it's incomplete.
And now the Cardinals, one more time after a long drive, force the field goal.
Schrader on for what is a 45-yard field goal. He hit earlier from 25, and this kick is good. You know, you need your speed guys on the field, but you need your big guys as well to deal with this running attack. Murray feels the pocket start to muddy over the middle and completes to the tight end.
Boy.
McBride still going. Trey McBride putting it all on display.
Take a shot right now and try to go after this secondary.
Murray, play action here, goes to Connor as they get him set up on the screen, and he's going to have a first down.
In the obvious passing situation. Great balance today from Arizona.
Murray over the middle, completes again. Elijah Higgins hit in stride. We'll check the flag here.
All 3 levels right now for the Jets defense are getting exploited by Murray in this offense.
Murray,
oh my goodness.
Lit up. My goodness. Quincy Williams leveling Murray.
You cannot give up a first down on this play.
Murray from the gun feels the pressure, puts some air under it and completes. He continues to carve him up. McBride.
He is playing some good football right now.
1st and goal. Dortch again lines up in the backfield. Murray near side to Harrison. Over the shoulder. Touchdown.
Watch Marvin Harrison Jr. in the slot. He has the entire sideline to work with. Does that ball location get any better? The Cardinals have a great opportunity right here.
Rodgers, tough 3rd and 10. Rodgers. Boy, got his left cleat kind of caught in the turf, and Luqueta able to wrap him up for the Cardinals. So after the officials redo the down, 1st and 10 here, and this ground game for Arizona continues to churn out yardage, and the Jets
score a touchdown here before half. You really could put the Jets in a bad spot.
Murray coming near side, leaping catch. It's Wilson. He'll get out of bounds, stops the clock. Murray cautious, gets it to Connor. Connor looking for a seam that'll get him right to the line to gain, just inside the 20. And one of the elite running backs in the NFL. Ryland, the 37-yard kick is good. Instead of an interception, it's a 16-yard penalty. Automatic first down for the Jets. Rodgers, quick delivery. Wilson. Beautiful cutback maneuver. The 8-time Pro Bowler. And Olu Fashanu has come into the game for the Jets at that critical left tackle spot. This is Allen making Brees Hall. I beg your pardon. Hall's going to get reset. Long setback now alongside Rodgers. Rodgers protected it again as they rush for. Hall's got it, 1st and more. Brees Hall tripped up as he gets inside the Cardinals 20. Boy, that pass interference penalty, such a huge momentum swing.
Really a nice positive play, taking advantage of a mistake.
Rodgers all day to throw. Probing the defense, comes back across the middle and completes. Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end. Well, that's why you go get a player like Aaron Rodgers for these kinds of moments. Jets desperate for a touchdown. Rodgers to the end zone. Adams dropped it. Unbelievable.
It's the best they've looked the entire game.
Rodgers escapes. Rodgers, football's out. Disaster for the Jets, and Arizona's going to get it back.
No time for Aaron Rodgers to spot the open receivers. Well done by the Cardinals.
Murray gets right back to work, gets it to Wilson. Over the shoulder catch. A beautiful option play. Murray, the sleight of hand, running for the first down. McBride, Harrison, obviously Michael Wilson. Just so many different ways that this offense can beat you. Murray goes to the check here. The rookie Benson, he's got a convoy. Benson, stiff arms Reed, and another first down.
Anything can happen here in the NFC West as the season plays out.
Play action from Murray, sold it well, just kind of fires it wide open. McBride, just a massive breakdown for the Jets. McBride was all by himself at the 30. As he is playing on another level. Connor, shot out of a cannon. Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Murray running that read option. Murray, stutter stepping in, touchdown. And they are putting it on the Jets.
I tell you what, they're doing whatever they want. And check out this block by number 84, Elijah Higgins. He gets the block on Quincy Williams outside. There's nobody there.
Right here on CBS. On 2nd and 9, the handoff here to Breece Hall. Trying to knife his way into the second level. Gets about a yard, maybe two short of that first down. Woody Johnson in his owner's box here in Glendale. Just wondering what's going through his mind. Rodgers blown up again. And it's Budda Baker bringing this offense to its knees.
A lot of performance questions. And, boy, his response and the way he's played has just been incredible. And it's really been fun to watch because it truly is week to week.
Murray on a quick crosser over the middle, completes. And Kyler Murray has set a new franchise record. And even Arch's mom in attendance. Beautiful Van Archuleta. Just a guy who's had such a mastery of the position. They have played as good as you can defensively in this game. Isaiah Davis with a catch. And this will be another Jet first down. With what Aviti told us was a neck injury. 1st and 15 after the penalty. They wiped away a 20-yard pickup. Adams.
It really felt like this could be the week where they could start to take off and put it together, but they ran into this Cardinal defense.
An Arizona team that has been a buzzsaw. Adams weaving his way inside the 20. Cardinals showing blitz. Rodgers gets it out quickly. Adams going backwards. Rodgers protected, trying to buy some time to the end zone for Corley, and it's incomplete.
Can the Bills do it? It just seems. Can anybody? You really thought Denver.
Unbelievable. Look at this little spin move. DeMercado had the big touchdown run last week at 53-yarder.
But you got to like the trajectory right now of the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, any three of those teams play together. Any one of those teams could win that game.
First and second year players all contributing. There's Hassan Reddick, the one-time Arizona Cardinal. Obviously knows Jonathan Gannon well. Their time at Philly together. The Arizona Cardinals have won 4 straight, 5-1 in their last 6.
Third down and 8. Pressure coming. Richardson looking deep. Downs is open, and he makes the catch. What a catch by Josh Downs. A 31-yard pickup on 3rd and long. Downs leads the Colts in targets on third down, and they found him there for a big play. Here's Taylor now, and Taylor to the 40-yard line.
If he had 7 more pass attempts.
2nd and 2. Taylor up the middle. He's got the first down. Still going. Taylor still turning his legs inside the 30. 3rd down and 4. Richardson keeps it, throwing on the run. Incomplete. Granson had a step, not on the same page with Richardson. And that looked to be a layup on 3rd down. As Gay comes out to attempt from 41 yards away. And the kick is good. So an opening drive field goal for Indianapolis. Wilson in motion, handoff to Hall. And Breece Hall with a bruising run to the 30, a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down and short for the Jets. Rodgers pump fakes, in trouble, and down he goes! It's the rookie Latu with his 3rd sack of the year. In his young career, he's averaged about 6 carries per game. He already has 3 in the first quarter. Over the middle, he locates Michael Pittman. A 1st down for Indianapolis, a gain of 16. 3rd down and 4. Richardson throws. Mitchell's got it. A.D. Mitchell off to the races at the 10, 5, and he reaches for the goal line, and he's down at the 1. Richardson keeps it himself, trying to get to the outside. Stiff arm on Clemens. Richardson takes it in. A bruising touchdown run for Anthony Richardson. Rodgers steps up, fakes it. He's going to try to run for the 1st down, and they're going to spot him about a half-yard short. And what is Jeff Ulbrich going to do here? And Conklin takes the snap under center, and let's see where they spot him. There was some great pushback by the Colts.
He was stoned as soon as that ball got snapped. He went absolutely nowhere.
Did not get it. Taylor. And that's going to be very close to a Colts 1st down. Jets defense indicating it should be 4th down against the Jets defense. 4th down and 1. Taylor up the middle, and he's got the 1st down. So Shane Stock. Richardson to the air, sets up the screen. Ogletree, blockers ahead, and he slipped. Wow, Drew Ogletree tried to turn upfield and lost his footing. Otherwise, that could have been a bigger play for Indianapolis. Taylor in motion. Richardson rolling right. Pressure's coming. He stays on his feet, and now he's brought down. Quinnen Williams, his 6th sack of the year.
Quincy, followed up by Quinnen Williams, takes Anthony Richardson down to the ground.
A 16-yard loss makes it a 47-yard field goal attempt, and Matt Gay boots it through. Rodgers throws. Garrett Wilson has it, and with that spot, he's going to be just short of a 1st down. Richardson steps up and tries to flick one to Trey Sermon, who makes the catch. A very dangerous. Also have not scored a touchdown since the 4th quarter against the Texans. Rodgers to Wilson. And Wilson is stopped in his tracks by Jalen Jones. A 1st half 1st down. Can Breece Hall change that right here? He can. And listen to the crowd. Rodgers on the slant to Devontae Adams, breaks a tackle. Adams at the 40, and Adams shoved out of bounds by Nick Cross. Rodgers looking left, now comes back over the middle to Hall. He's got some room to run. 1st down, Hall, 10, 5, touchdown! 2nd down and 6, play fake to Taylor. Richardson is hit, and he lost the football. Kinlaw scoops it up, and it's Jets ball. 2nd and 3, Adams in motion. Brees Hall, right side. He's got the first down and more. Inside the 10, dives for the pylon, and it's a touchdown! Third down and 13. Richardson over the middle, and he's got Downs for the first down. Sauce tries to jam him at the line. Richardson looking the other way, gets rid of it, completes it to Downs, who turns upfield and picks up the first. The Jets had a couple of chances to stop the... Richardson fires to Pierce, who's got it inside the Jets 40. 3rd down and 9. They run it with Taylor, and he's spun down at the line. Clemens making the tackle.
Of getting him on the ground and closing up that gap.
This will be a season long for Gay. Online, does it have the distance? It's good. So Matt Gay boots it through.
It's not able to find him there. The Jets forced to punt.
Ball on the ground. Richardson falls on it. Did not connect on the handoff, but Richardson was able to jump on it. They've gained a total of 30 yards. And they will just play it safe here on 3rd and long. Taylor going nowhere.
319! 319!
Rodgers, and Conklin wasn't looking for it. This would be a career long for Anders Carlson, the Jets' 4th different kicker in the last 4 weeks. And this one is good! That was a loss of 2. On 3rd and 17, Richardson throws the screen to the turf, incomplete. Our producer today had nothing to do with it, but we'll give him credit anyway. Our director is Andy Goldberg. Rodgers to Adams, a little room to run. Adams through the Colts defense and lowers his shoulder. Oh, what a run by Adams after the catch.
Hey, Lucky 45. Lucky, you're down. 319.
2nd down and 7. Rodgers quick pass. Adams at the 31, spins away inside the 30, and fighting for a first down. He's going to be marked just short. 3rd down and 2. A pitch to Hall. Trying the right side, and Hall's got the first down and more. Brees Hall spinning his way to the 10. A gain of 17. Play fake. Yeboah, he's got it, and he's got a touchdown! The first NFL touchdown for Kenny Yeboah.
The Jets are doing a good job of bringing edge pressure these last couple of series.
Richardson over the middle, he's got Pittman for a first down. Pittman to midfield, and that was a rocket throw from Richardson, a gain of 20. 3rd and a long 2. Richardson gets rid of it to Mo Alley-Cox, who makes the catch. Mo Alley-Cox has giant hands, nearly 12 inches. Another pass, 6th straight on this drive. Alec Pierce is open. It was his former teammate at Cincinnati, Sauce Gardner, who had the coverage. Richardson to Downs at the 5, reaches, and he's in. Touchdown! What a drive by Richardson. And the Colts will keep the offense on the field to go for 2. Colts trying to tie it here with the 2-point conversion. Richardson to the end zone. Mo Alley-Cox can't get there. Out of his reach. Rodgers has time. Now looking to roll right, throws on the run, completes it for the first down. Xavier Gibson gets 18 along the sideline. But a big penalty here against the rookie. Rodgers throws on the run again and completes it. That is Malachi Corley on the reception. 2nd down and 8. Quick pass, Davante Adams. Davante Adams to the 25-yard line. Rodgers screen to Hall at the 20, and he's going to be tackled short of a first down. And Carlson's kick is good. So the Jets go up by 5. Richardson pump fakes, now taking a deep shot for Pierce. He's open. Pierce is tackled at the 30. Jalen Mills saved a touchdown.
Pierce catches a long one.
On 1st and 10, Downs on the slant to the 10-yard line. What a throw by Richardson. In-stadium scoreboard still has the Jets with no timeouts remaining. Colts with all 3. 55 seconds to go. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson running left. Blockers ahead. Richardson gets in. Touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And the Colts pull ahead.
All right, they're all tight, so you could see crossers.
Taylor up the middle. Can he get there? There's some pushback, and Quinnen Williams is able to stuff him.
No idea what Aaron Rodgers is trying to do there. Throw that back.
2nd and 23. Rodgers to Brees Hall at the 21, slips a tackle. Hall is tackled at the 27, but the Jets, with no timeouts, cannot stop the clock. And now a flag comes out.
That's going to be on E.J. Speed for delay of game.
Rodgers in trouble, can't take a sack, and he does! 5 seconds, 4, and that is how the game will end. Kwity Paye, the exclamation point for the Colts.
Rodgers floats it, looking for Davante Adams. A beautiful toss for a first down. Rodgers, another swing pass. Allen has a blocker and Tyler Conklin in front of him to help spring him to another first down for New York, down inside the 35. Now Seattle kind of loads up the box in this tight split. It's a reverse. Here comes Malachi Corley with Rodgers throwing a block on Josh. And goal for the Jets.
Got to have a positive play here.
Rodgers, one-on-one. It's Adams. It's a vintage Rodgers to Adams connection for the touchdown. Their 2nd as Jet teammates.
A no-brainer for Rodgers. These guys do this in their sleep. But this is the matchup. Job, 29, on Adams, 17. And you can tell whenever he's in a cut split like that, give him a little air and let him do the rest.
Anders Carlson has his kick blocked. It was Leonard Williams who got a hand on it. So now I'll pull the Ron Burgundy and read directly off the screen. It's a 6-0 Jet lead. Was 3 for 3 on PATs and 2 for 2 on field goals in his Jet debut. After the missed kick, will deliver to D. Williams. He's got Chenault blocking for him, and return loses the ball near the 30. Let's see what the rule. He's in there for Moses. Here is Hall with some speed and a first down. That time Carter Warren had a good block. A weird snap. Rodgers picks it up and immediately finds Davante Adams. Joe Tippmann is his center who had that strange snap. He's had a couple of weird snaps today. Little shovel pass to Isaiah Davis, and Davis, the rookie, is into the end zone. Just his 7th career offensive snap, and the 5th round pick out of South Dakota State has his first NFL touchdown.
To hit that shovel pass on the move, and that's what you want from Davis.
Give it to Hall for 2, and he is in. Off the fake.
Smith steps up, and somehow a layered throw is able to find Jackson Smith in Jigba. Just a four-man Jets rush. Smith wants to fire downfield. He does. He connects. And it is Jackson Smith and Jigba who makes a big play. Walker's off the edge in motion. They'll give it to Charbonnet, who just slips through and picks up the first down. 10th play of this Seattle drive is a play-action fake. Smith wheels it, finds his tight end, and A.J. Barner is in for his second NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board.
But they're going to get levels on the defense. He's going to show block first, pretend he's blocking for Geno Smith, and then leak out late and force those defenders to look inside. And then
So after the Seahawk touchdown, Myers boots it away, and here is the former All-Pro kick returner for Minnesota, making his Jet debut, Kane Nwanwu. He's already housed 3 of them in his career. He's going to get a block, and welcome to the Jets with a big-time return for a touchdown.
Well, here comes the return, and this is one way to endear yourself with the Jet fans. You see them fired up for this return, but it's Chris Stoll right there. This is the block that matters more than anything. 41. That's huge.
Regimes already, and he's winning the battle against Jay Harbaugh. Seattle special teams have been dreadful, and they continue to be, as a stumbling attempt by Laviska Shenault to recover what was already a muffed kick ends up into the hands of Anders Carlson, the new Jets kicker, and it's ruled New York football. Averaging 5 yards per carry so far. Here's Rodgers, slings it, first down. Davante Adams pinballing off Seattle tacklers, and he's down near the 12. Seahawks load the line and bring pressure. Rodgers has it picked off by Leonard Williams. Just the second interception of the Big Cat's career. And is he going to take it to the house? His old house. He sure is. A pick six. And he flips the game on a huge play.
Well, this is cover 0, Adam. No safety in the middle of the field, and you're going to see Leonard Williams pop out. That's his job. When you bring pressure like that, you have to have underneath defenders. He's taking a page out of J.J. Watt's book, popping out, picking off the ball, and taking it to the house. What a momentum swing.
And now this point after is blocked. It is into the hands of Samuel Aguavin and out of bounds. It is Williams this week. This inebriated game continues halfway through the second quarter, and now it is Xavier Gibson trying to get loose, and he has a great return out near midfield. Zach Charbonnet is the back. And nice hesitation, then sprint, then spin, and another acceleration for a first down. They will drop back into coverage. Smith with time. And it's running out, and immediately had to get rid of it as he got wrapped up by Will McDonald. And McDonald. And a nice lofted ball is good from 54. Fake it to Breece Hall. Wilson comes across the field and sprints ahead. He picks up a first down. Going tempo here, 3rd down and 8. Rodgers steps up into a low throw for Ty Conklin, and it's ruled a catch for a first down at the 39 of Seattle. Just got the snap off on 3rd down and 13. Draymond Jones chasing Rodgers. A throw on the run for Adams. The coverage by Witherspoon. Pressure coming from the Jets. Smith looking for a one-on-one matchup with DK Metcalf, and this time his first catch beats Sauce Gardner for a big gainer.
Return to New York. He's a guy who plays with a lot of edge, battling the emotions in the game, but certainly starting to settle in here in the second half.
So is Walker, KP, to your point.
To mature, and that's when he started to blossom as a player. Oh boy,
looking for Metcalf. 1st and goal for Seattle. And that time it was DJ Reed matched up with the big receiver. Smith, slant, Metcalf against Gardner, and it's incomplete. It's 4th and goal.
Here comes a quick snap.
4th and goal. Smith, pressure coming from his right, twisting around, down he goes! Quincy Williams puts an end to the drive by driving Geno Smith back. The Jets were stymied by Arizona 3 weeks ago. Seattle and Arizona in Glendale next week, huge game. Here's Breece Hall, he lost it. Seahawks pick it up. Tyrese Knight scoops it. And it's a huge takeaway for Seattle, and Julian Love stepping up into Breece Hall to punch it loose. Well, hence no pass interference on either side. The 2nd down, it's Walker. Good block by Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's an 11-yard pickup. Smith, pressured by Williams. Off the back foot for Jackson Smith and Jigba, who saves his quarterback and saves the drive and takes us to the end of the quarter.
Getting a little bigger for all these blows he's taken as a defender.
It'll be a 51-yard field goal from here, so they're going to try to get a little closer with Walker, and I will be fascinated to see who they're going to bring out as the holder. Good snap, good hold by the banged-up Dixon, and a perfect kick by Myers. Rodgers under 50% passing today, 14 of 29, now 15 of 30, and here comes Conklin with a lot of ground to cover. He'll get back towards the original line of scrimmage for Seattle. Smith dumps it off for Fant. Needs the 39-yard line, and he'll get wrapped up and brought down by Michael Carter.
Need a little more syrup for that pancake.
2nd and 17. Here's Noah Fant. Williams brings him down.
Lucky to get away with an incompletion.
Charbonnet powers through. Charbonnet scores, and the Seahawks have the lead with 5.5 minutes remaining.
Well, watch Laumea right here. Understand that he's got to collect this defensive lineman cutting across his face right there. That's Kinlaw. That's not an easy block for him. But they're going to get a penalty for an excessive celebration. I think there might be 2.
He's in to block Witherspoon. Rodgers throws past the sticks for Wilson against Josh Jobe. One of the matchups that you've been talking about. Rodgers is looking for someone. Isaiah Davis gets loose. Trying to make up a lot of ground. Davis dives towards the sticks. 4-man rush. Rodgers for Adams, and they get the 1st down, and he steps out to stop the clock with 3.5 to go. Here comes pressure. Rodgers into the pressure. Down he goes, and it's Leonard Williams again.
For Jobe and Adams up top.
Here's your game. Rodgers off the back foot, launches to the end zone. It's incomplete.
With a hit on Aaron Rodgers, and that's going to seal the game.
After the Arizona loss earlier today to Minnesota, Seattle extends their lead at the top of the NFC West with their 3rd consecutive victory. And this one comes from a former Jet against a current Jet.
One of the top tight ends in the NFL, number 9, getting in position right there. You're right. 2nd down and 3. 2 into the air. Lamb with the block. And underneath they go. This is Waddle. 1st down, brought down by Mills. A catch and run takes him to the 42. Flag thrown on the play. 1st and 10. Fake to Achane. Again down the middle. This time it's Hill. Brought down by Reed. Passing yards allowed. They've got 5 back there right now. To a 1st and 10. Achane looking for a block, and he gets it from Eichenberg, and he's down to the 3. Brought down by Jamie and Sherwood. Hill caught one for 11. Achane a catch and run of 14. Waddle for 20. And a couple penalties on the Jets. 2nd and goal. Achane knifing. Touchdown. The Miami Dolphins have taken the opening drive 70 yards and gotten a 2-yard touchdown run.
Well, they're going to run right to the left side here and just watch the blocks here, Armstead, but it's this one that slides over that they're able to get that final push one-on-one, and then with that leverage, Achane being able.
Here's Sanders with the extra point, and it is no good. Quick count, 2nd and 3. Here comes Campbell. There goes Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Conklin. Lazard in motion and back today. It's Allen. Lazard with the block. Adams with the block. And tripped up initially by Holland as he squirms his way near the 30 and picks up 9. 1st and 10. And Ramsey travels. He'll move back and forth. Aaron to the air. Good cup. Underneath he goes. That's Allen. He broke one tackle. Then he's knocked out of bounds by Poyer.
Out in space and getting first down.
Yeah, gains of 9 and 14 through the air. Wilson on the move. That's a jet sweep pass with a block by Conklin. And a tackle is made by Chop Robinson. And there was a flag thrown as he threw. So Anders Carlson is going to try a 28-yard field goal. Zerline is on IR. Carlson had a couple last week, and he puts the Jets on the board with that 28-yard field goal. 2nd down and 8. And Judy and ex-Broncos, so he's going back. 2 into the air. And he's got Hill. And he's wrestled out of bounds by Eccles and picks up 13. That's a first down to the 45 of Miami. Achane back in, 1st and 10. It's Achane looking for a block as he slices. And he got one there from Brewer, the center. Then finally brought down by Chuck Clark. Dolphins have won 3 in a row over the Jets. 7 of 8 and 8 straight here. 3rd and 1 starting the 2nd quarter. Tua dropped or broken up. Clark was all over Hill. He missed a PAT earlier in this one. Before that, he hadn't missed in 6 games. 39-yarder, and this is perfect. 9-3 Miami. 36-year-old quarterback in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's one of the injuries I didn't have to deal with, fortunately. But that is a difficult one to overcome. But you can see his mobility and moving around the pocket has been outstanding all day.
1st and 10, and he's got Wilson, who's whacked over there by Ramsey.
It's good when you don't talk about him, but he deserves to be talked about because he is playing so well.
3rd and 14 for Rodgers. And it's up the middle and out to the 48 and shy of the first down with the catch by Conklin. Rodgers, he's got Wilson. And now he's in a nest of defenders and is inside the 20. Hit by Ramsey and others, brought down, catch and run, 34 yards to Wilson. Davis. Nice block inside, and he's in for 6. Joe Tippmann, the center, one of a couple important blocks. 17-yard touchdown run.
They're going to get a stretch play here, but watch the reach. Watch the way these guys get out and they reach, and then that allows the cutback to happen. And from there, it's individual effort, vision, getting a good block up.
Jets have just taken a lead here in Miami, and Tua through the air. And he gets out to Julian Hill, the tight end. He's into the secondary. And for the foreseeable future, Sherwood taking his place and really playing well. 2nd and 9. They got Hill outside. 1-on-1 with Davis. Run out of bounds by Eccles.
This offense has had to make an adjustment. McDaniel and Tua have had to make as well.
Achane the back. 1st and 10 for Tua. Down the seam. They've got his receiver again. 24-yard line. And that is Tyreek Hill. Achane back there with him. 4th and 2. Wilson on the move. Lamb with the block. Underneath they go. Waddle. First down. 2nd down, 15. And it's Waddle. Diving to the 6, Sherwood the tackle. Right the back. And the call. Blocked by Hill. And he got by Carter and then finally taken out by Sherwood. The Dolphins to go for a field goal try here of 24 yards. And it's perfect. And that puts Miami on top. Allen the back, first down and 10. Simpson the block. Downfield, Davante Adams. Poyer will get him. And it's outside for Adams. He got by the aforementioned Walker and then is hit by Brooks. Dancing his way to the 27, picking up 8. Davis is in. And he'll block. And Rodgers to the air. Adams to the 12. It was 11 of 16 through the air. Third down, 9. The pressure up the middle. Got by Ogba. Chased by Sealer. End zone. And Davis. Did he bring it in? This is for the lead just before halftime. So it's 13-12, the Jets. 30-yard field goal for Tua, who is 12 of 14 through the air. Achane is in, first and 10. It's Waddle. Upended by Nichols after he got away from Carter and picks up 11, and he's out past the 40 for a first down.
Field goal range or to take a shot at the end zone.
Achane is in, second down 4. And, there's a nice pass and a cut by Waddle.
Well, now you got to hustle and get up. Should be plenty of time.
Again, no timeouts. No timeouts to the 39. First and 10. Gain is 16. And Waddle, who on that little abbreviated drive, he did not miss a single kick. His long 52 at this end in pregame. And it is solid. Got it. 57-yard field goal to take a lead with 2 seconds to play in the first half. Second down 8, Rodgers to the air. His rookie running back with the block on Campbell. Wide open! Was Wilson in bounds? Yes, he was. With a catch and a good throw on the fly by Aaron Rodgers. 46 yards. Good time. Underneath. Davis. Chased. Walker brings him out of bounds, but they get a goal to go. With the first and goal. Rodgers. Caught. Touchdown. Jets have got the lead back. Davante Adams. On a 3-yard touchdown pass by Aaron Rodgers. That was number 79, including the playoffs. Beating Kohu.
Well, Wilson to the outside, just running a fade to clear it out. Davante Adams with an easy out route against Kohu.
Paul the block at the left tackle. Odell Beckham Jr. And he's short of the first. Read well. He was hit there by Carter first. Davis the call. He's got the first down. Grabbed by Howland from behind. Down he goes. 32-yard line on third. They've lost Bowser and Long and Phillips, Chubb and Good. Some lingering from last year. Third down 4. And it was caught by Wilson. And he got it. That's Lazard, active today after being away for 5 games with an injury. It's Adams. And he takes that ball deep down that sideline, tackled by Poyer.
Just appreciates the effort that they've been putting in.
Again, Max Mitchell playing that right tackle. Morgan Moses hasn't played second half. Rodgers first and 10. Flag thrown. Lazard the catch down to the 10. After the New York timeout. Rodgers. Fashion of the block. Rodgers the time. He gets by 1. That's Brooks. Then Brooks got back at him and got him. Jordan Brooks.
And not able to get it done as the Dolphins get them all.
Anders Carlson, a 40-yard field goal try. It is up and easily through. And the Jets extend their lead. Wilson the back, 3rd down and 10. Tunga Vailoa looking for Hill. Beautifully played by Eccles. Here they come. Down he goes. Rodgers sacked by Sealer. It's back at the 15. The second sack. Tua 0 of 5. Passing the last 2 Miami drives. 3rd and 10. On the screws here with the first down. Leaping catch by Hill.
Moving forward. Now, mathematically, they'll be fine, but it's just when you look at the other teams ahead of them.
1st and 10. And this is off to the running back, Wilson, who's brought down on the play again by Sherwood. It is a gain of 7. 1st and 10, and he's going deep and incomplete with Reed all over receiver Malik Washington. Tunga Vailoa, 2nd down goal. Here they go. Waddle with a block by Eichenberg to the 1. And then stopped by Sherwood on a dive.
Looks like Jets are going man-to-man. They got everybody near the line of scrimmage.
4th and goal. To the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Hill.
Side, it causes, watch how DJ Reed passes it off. So now all of a sudden you got Tyreek Hill on a safety. So you got that matchup. You switched it from corner on.
Tua for 2. Waddle got it. Working on Reed. We're tied at 23. Fake to Allen. And it goes to Allen, who's got the first down. And Holland will bring him down. Walker was there too. Up the middle they come. It goes out to Wilson. Boy, they have a hard time bringing him down. And finally, Poyer is the one. Jets haven't won since Halloween. Haven't won down here since 2014. 1st and 10. Underneath, and here they go, Adams. Hit by Poyer, diving for a first down to the 45 of Miami. 16-yard pickup. But no room for error. 1st and 10. Rodgers to the air. Going deep, and he's got his receiver, Lazard, grabbed by Kendall down to the 26. Into the nickel. They rush 4. Going for Adams like you thought, not out of bounds with the coverage by Kendall Fuller. A 42-yard field goal with little wind to take the lead. Got it. Dead solid, perfect. And the New York Jets have gone on top 26-23 over the Miami Dolphins. Carlson, the kickoff. Miami will have no timeouts. This will be taken. And Malik Washington weaving his way, finding a gap, runs into Carlson, runs over, could check him. Then finally brought down by Bernard Converse.
They're giving cushion to Tyreek here on the bottom.
2nd down 10, and they go downfield to Hill. Banged out of bounds by Reed. Number 3 is Odell Beckham Jr. 3rd and 4, and he's a little ahead and low for Hill. 12 seconds left. This is a must for Miami. This game is a must.
I agree, Kevin. I agree.
This is to tie from 52 yards for Jason Sanders. And he got it. Malik Washington huge. Here goes Rodgers. Underneath, Conklin hit by Brooks. Zeros on the clock right now. Regulation is over. Losing at Green Bay, 30-17 on Thanksgiving. 2nd down 10. Jonnu Smith, first catch today. There he goes, galloping into the secondary, and finally brought down by Chuck Clark at the 50. 1st and 10. Smith again. Blocked by Lamb. Blocked by Eichenberg. Tackle made by Jalen Mills. A catch and run to the 36. 14-yard pickup. 2nd and 6. They're going to Hill. Out of bounds at the 23. Working on Mills. The numbers right there by both the quarterbacks. 1st and 10. Quick throw. It's caught by Achane. And holding on for dear life was Mills at about the 12. Good time to the end zone. Got it! Smith, touchdown! The Dolphins win!
Jonnu Smith lined up on the far right. He works his way all the way across the field. Give protection the credit for giving Tua time and for Jonnu Smith the time to get all the way across the field. Jonnu Smith had no catches in regulation. In overtime, 3 catches and the game winner.
Tagovailoa 2 touchdown passes, including the game winner, 331 through the air.
Parker Washington goes into the slot, and Jones quickly to Etienne, who on the move, a catch and carry up to the 37-yard line. Thomas averaging almost 16 yards to catch. A quick sideline toss to Thomas, and he's working up the sideline for a first down.
You stand up there and start pressing right off the bat.
Etienne keeps it going inside the 30. Another fresh set of downs. Get an extra lineman and 3 tight ends in on 3rd and a yard. And keeping, Mac Jones gets the first down. Time consuming and efficient.
Necessary roughness number 7. After this, it's going to go first down.
So this is an issue. The Jets have.
This is where you start off either hard play action or run the football.
Tank Bigsby fake to him. Jones floats one. End zone. Thomas. That's a touchdown, Jacksonville. The rookie with his 7th touchdown grab of the season.
Well, watch what the hard play action does to this inside. Is you hard play action this, and then you just run this shallow cross. Hard play action, everybody gets sucked in. You see them all there, no underneath coverage left, and then just float it out to the corner.
Wilson went downfield, and it's a fake, and moving for the first down. It's still going across midfield. High in the air, Aston Davis. The Jets surprise everybody. Fake to him. Rodgers with time and wide open, and the catch made by Wilson. He's got a first down inside the 25 of Jacksonville. Wilson nearing 900 receiving yards, on his way to another 1,000-yard receiving season. Rodgers handles the high snap, and there's in the middle of the field, Garrett Wilson for a Jets touchdown.
Well, Garrett Wilson's just going to go down here on the seam. He's going to go just bend that seam inside a little bit. But it was really the opposite side where Aaron Rodgers was looking. He came off that look. Has one of the lower pressure rates in all of football, left tackle position. He's played well for them.
Jones. Deep. Duvernay. And it's intercepted. Inside the 15, rolling to the ground is Jalen Mills. 3rd and 5. He's going to try to run for it, and looks like he got it. He signaled that he got it.
Yeah, I think if you can get 10 to 12, you take that shot.
Time. And in the middle of the field is Hall. Is trying to put a move on, and he does. Inside the 40.
Yeah.
And now they might decide to go for it on 4th. Let's check the exact spot. Jones has to move out of the pocket, and on the run, a nice throw and catch. Parker Washington hauls that in. 3 out of 4. And tries make that 4 out of 5. And it's Bigsby. Tank carries for the first down. He got the nickname Tank. These teams lost through the course of this season. Thomas getting him back involved near a first down to the 41-yard line. Time for a game break. Jones slits away. He's going to run and spin and get the first down at the 25 of the Jets. Quick snap, ETN. He's spinning his way through and gets near another first down around the 15-yard line. ETN has a first down. First and goal from inside the 10. Gardner ran him out. That was a second down try. Now it's third. And Jones with a deep drop goes underneath, but the Jets are ready. And ETN is buried right away. There's Jamie Sherwood. Fourth most tackles in the NFL. Rookie from Arkansas, drafted in the 6th round. Snap, hold, kick, and got it. That any quarterback has had in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers, his receivers, 28 drops this year. Not good. He floats this one and knocked away from Garrett Wilson at the last moment by Darnell Savage. Third catch for Brenton Strange, backup tight end. And also sliding with a grab just short of the first down is Parker Washington.
Then playing the heat of Florida. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Down on the line. All right, not really humid. Floater for Thomas down the sideline. Here comes a flag. He got bumped a couple of times by Gardner. But the second timeout granted, and our rules analyst Mike Pereira says the officiating crew got it right with the adjustment as Jones is on the run inside the 30. He's going to head wisely out of bounds before they can get to him. You know, he said, I want to play loose and have fun out there. And so Brian Thomas, the rookie, has stepped up. And Mac Jones maneuvering on the run. Throws to the sideline, and the catch is, yes, feet are in, according to the official, is Duvernay.
And go make a play on it.
Jones has to be quick and is for the end zone off the fingertips of Thomas. And he knew he should have had it. He made from 28. This is from 23. And the kick is good. 13-7 at the break with his offense. Fake to him. Rodgers has time, and there is the first catch of the game for Davante Adams on his third target. Had a drop right before the half.
Keep us in front of the chains. Now you're sitting here behind the chains. Second down 12. You got to run it.
And they do. There's room for Breece Hall, and he gets the first down, gliding out of bounds around the 41 or 42. We'll check the exact spot. Back-to-back years, over 1,000 scrimmage yards for Hall. Gets the Jets going, and Rodgers is looking for more down the sideline. Some elbowing going on, no flags. Here comes a flag. Garrett Wilson, the target. Garrett Wilson in motion. Rodgers on the move. Can he get away? No! It's a sack at the 26-yard line. Jeremiah Ledbetter
with the back foot.
A lot of athletic ability as Anders Carlson is good. Second down 20 from their own 20. Jones open. There's Brian Thomas, and they can't catch him yet. Thomas inside the 40. Way to make up for the penalty, young man.
Window to throw the ball.
And there goes Bigsby. Down to the 25, another first down.
Says 5-0. Did you hear that? Means R5 against their 5 up in protection. Trying to get everybody out here.
The blitz is on. He got rid of it and just missed Brian Thomas. They don't blitz a lot. The Jets are around the average of where the NFL is, about 26% of the time. Cam Little gets the lead back to 6.
See these guys right here. You get a little slant from Davante Adams right here at the top.
A delay blitz.
There it is.
Target down the middle of the field. Davante Adams with a move inside the 10. First and goal, Jets. What a connection between those two. Braylon now on the back. Garrett Wilson, bottom of your screen. And it's for Davante. He hauls it in, and that's a touchdown. And there is his 100th career and the 80th connection, including playoffs, between Rodgers and Davante Adams.
Don't stop the clock. Don't let them go 3 and out.
Jones. Nice catch going to the ground, but looked like Brenton Strange was short of the first down. The whistle blew.
Get his things done over there in Arizona.
They have the Patriots later. Rodgers in some trouble here. He's going to keep. He's got a lot of room. And he's going to slide with a first down. Just short of the 30.
Go ahead. Position number 3. Remember last time he ran that. Now they get the linebacker running with him to take that away.
He threw it too low to Alan Lazard, and that was a big third down miss. After the 40-yard punt, Jones a quick pass and caught right at the 35. Strange having a career best day. Tony Adams on the tackle right away.
The National Football League, it feels like to me.
They're all over the place. And big stars from Jefferson to Chase as Duvernay has a block in front. And inside the 25 of the Jets.
It allows you to be the aggressor, take what I like to call, take the passive out of pass protection.
On third down, there's Brian Thomas. Can he take it in? Yes, he can. That's a touchdown, Jacksonville. Man, he's quick.
Man-to-man, you get the man-to-man, you beat the corner, and then it's just look and book. Nice stab to the outside. One-on-one with the corner. You see the safety.
Jones floating in the corner and overthrew. He had a little bit of room there with Parker Washington. It stays a 5-point difference. Rodgers has it. And he will slide out of bounds around midfield. Jones, the rookie from Florida State. Quick pass. Slipping through, and he's got a first down. Garrett Wilson inside the 35 of Jacksonville. Rose and Lazard couldn't hang on. It's fourth down. Credit for knocking that loose. Carlson. And he's off the mark. And snaps, total snaps. And they bring him down. He almost got away. Solomon Thomas with an ankle tackle. Need 6 for a first. They're going to get it. Slipping out of bounds, Jeremy Ruckert. Deep for Adams. He's got Devontae Adams. Adams is going to take it into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. And that deserves a wow. A fingertip grab, and then he carried it all the way in.
Just came right down the seam and split the coverage. You could see trying to run inside. That's Lloyd trying to run inside, take away the inside, and not today. Devontae Adams splits between 2 defenders. Savage, the other guy, in trail, and Devontae Adams with his second touchdown of the game. And go ahead, look at Aaron Rodgers. Yes! There's Devontae, top of your screen, man-to-man.
For 2, the floater, and yeah, it's a slam dunk for the Jets. It's Adams again.
Well, that's the one guy you have to eliminate. Sauce Gardner looks like he's over there on Thomas.
First down catch. Parker Washington is loose down the sideline to the 30. 4th straight game with a 4th quarter lead for the Jets. And the throw, just as he turned, Thomas couldn't hang on, and it's 4th down.
Just an errant throw by Mac Jones.
This for the tie. Cam Little today nails it. Tied at 25, and he is 4 out of 4. Rodgers throw on 3rd and 10. The sideline, Devontae Adams.
You gotta be kidding me.
Did he keep his feet in? The official says he did. And he caught that ball. That's unbelievable. Need 5. Rodgers throws wide open. He's going to get the first down, and he's going to get a lot more. All the way down inside the 10, Davante Adams once again. This is the Jets and the Jags this season, and they're going to let them score. Not so sure that's necessary, because now you...
That makes no sense. It's been the first miss he's had all season long since he signed here in November. But this.
Jets have 2 sacks today. Plenty of time again. Catches made. That's a first down, but the clock is going to run unless they use a timeout. Third and a yard. Jones throwing, and it's intercepted by Sauce Gardner. The second pick thrown by Jones today. The Jets hold on. It's the Jags on the short end of things. Their record, they will fall to 3-11. The Jets to 4-10. In an entertaining game, and somehow the Jets with a 32-25 victory. Outstanding performances from Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers.
The side, McDonald, but they get it off to Puka Nacua, who stiff arms his way into Sherwood. Quinnen Williams has a hamstring, first missed game this season, didn't practice this week. 3rd down 3, and they give it with a bolt for a first down, and the tackle made by Adams with Kyren Williams running well.
Yeah, but they respect him putting Sauce on him in man coverage here.
Well said. 3rd and 7, deflected and almost picked off on the play by Oliver. There's some breathing space and a couple runs by Hall. And Rodgers to the air with a good fake. And he's got his tight end, Tyler Conklin. Rodgers with a 3rd and 7. They bring 4. He gets a first down pass. And dancing out there, Wilson. And finally hauled down by McCullough in the secondary. Good looking throw.
He was dealing with a back injury, but as you can see, he's in there and ready to roll.
They just brought the chains back, marking him short. 2nd down, less than a yard. Rodgers on the move. Another completion. Conklin again. And brought down on the play by Witherspoon. Conklin on the move. Rodgers to the air. He's got the first down with Adams. 2nd down, 9, 2 tight ends. Good fake by Rodgers. Buys time. Here comes Brown. Caught by Adams, touchdown. Covered by Witherspoon. An 11-yard touchdown pass by Aaron Rodgers.
To have him back up in the lineup. Expect about 20 to 25 snaps from him today.
Good to see him back. He was injured in the playoffs last year. 2nd and 7. Look at Williams run into Jets territory. Hit by Chuck Clark and out of bounds near the 46 of the Jets. 2nd down, 15. Stafford to the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 24-yard line and grabbed by the Jets, who have come up with another pick. That was Adams who makes the grab. 3rd down and 5. Wilson in the backfield, as was Hall, and Hall gets the call. And shoved out of bounds. Now McCullough was there. 4th and 1, Hall. Oh, stopped, it looks like. As Spades came shooting through, they could be short. And they are. What a defensive stand by the Los Angeles Rams. Thank all our great CBS members doing their part on a cold day. And it's a stop initially by Clark. And look at Kyren Williams continue to plow. And then 10 plays and no points either way. 1st and 10. Stafford. Nakua, what a block by Limmer. Sauce Gardner will try to bring him down and keep him out of the end zone, and does for the Jets. Stafford through the air, 6 of 10. Kyron Williams, Nakua the block. That is a Rams touchdown. Jets miss their PAT with Anders Carlson. Rams, they don't get it. Off the upright, tied at 6. That's the rookie Davis, 2nd down 5. Underneath they go. Davante Adams, brought down by Spates. 1st down, catch and run. That's
there was
very
a lot
interesting.
of stuff going on that play, and I don't know if that was exactly executed the way it was designed.
4th and 3, messy pocket, flag is thrown. Lazard the catch. Tackle made by Quentin Lake. Rodgers with a 3rd and 11 for the Jets. Time, Hall. Got by, has the first, and staggers his way down to the 7. Rodgers again to the air. Buying time. And incomplete for Hall. Coverage by McCullough. 3 seconds left. Jets need their own 39 with a 3rd and 14. Hall a block. Fashanu a block. And Rodgers to the air. And caught. And grabbed by Wilson. He's got the 1st down. Good fake. Conklin the tight end. Wilson a block. They get the 1st down. The tackle made by Lake. They're at the 30 of the Rams. On a gain of 7. And all Matthew Stafford can do is watch. 2nd down and 8. Brees Hall, one-on-one with Spates. Got by him, gets the 1st, and is tackled by Curl. Another big play for the Jets. Hall back in as the running back, and a quick throw. That is caught by Conklin, hit by Lake, dives down to about the 12. 4th and 4, Hall the back, Rodgers to the end zone. Broken up beautifully by Witherspoon, looking for Adams. And on downs, the Rams will get it back, and they hold him out of the end zone in the last game 10 days ago. Williams here. Block up front, made in the secondary. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Williams hit once, bounces away from Sherwood, usually a sure tackler. 3rd down 5, down by 3. Stafford to the air. And Nakua, did he get enough? He was hit there and driven backwards by Oliver.
It all depends on the spot here.
They're giving it to him. Inside the
that?
17. Jackson a block. Pressure on Stafford. Incomplete. As he was looking for Higbee, and the coverage by Clark. And trying to tie it for a 2nd time today. Josh Carty. Familiar territory right now. 3rd and 10 for Aaron Rodgers. Blitz is on. Curl is there. Blocked by Hall. Curl got him fumble. It's a fumble on the play. Rodgers with his 5th fumble and recovered by the Rams. Rodgers slow to get up. Verse has it. Williams the back. 1st and 10. Golden opportunity for the Rams. Pulling Jackson, block, and from behind tackle Clemens for the Jets D. 12-6. They've won 3 in a row. 1st and 10. Fake to Williams. Here they go. Higbee. 5. Leaping. And the pylon touchdown. What a play. Rams have got the lead. Max Mitchell now in taking his place. It's a 3rd and 4 for Rodgers. To the air and incomplete for Adams. With Hall in the backfield for Aaron Rodgers. They bring 4. Rodgers and incomplete. Looking for Conklin. Coverage on the play by Darius Williams.
Thus it wasn't called.
Stafford play action, 1st and 10. Chased by Solomon Thomas, and it's caught by Puka Nacua. It takes a couple to bring him down, and finally he falls. Now 3rd and 25 for Stafford. 13 of 18 through the air. Williams will dance. Williams tried to tackle him. That was Quincy trying to get Kyron, and out of bounds he shoved.
Well, and this would make it a 2-possession game, Kevin, with 5 minutes.
45-yard field goal is dead solid perfect. Graphic you don't want to see if you're a Jets fan. 2nd and 2 for Rodgers. And underneath he's got Adams with the stop.
So made that change early on, hoping there would be some kind of spark, and bringing in this guy with a trade mid-season to get Davante Adams.
Part of their 4-10 season. 2nd and 10. Rodgers again with that different slot where he throws it and he finds Wilson. It's a first down. It's 3rd and 8 for Aaron Rodgers. Underneath, Wilson has it, and then they've got him. Anders Carlson puts it up, and it is no good.
They switched and started putting division games at the end. And
it's Kyron Williams, and he was hit initially down there by Solomon Thomas and driven backwards. Clark and others getting a hand on him. 4th and 5, punting unit out there. Ethan Evans will let it fly, and Gibson is back and drops it, muffed it, and the Rams have recovered, and that'll be all she wrote. He muffs the punt.
They didn't want to hear about the fact that they're traveling cross country, playing what for them is a 10 a.m. game, and the fact that it was going to be below 20 degrees wind chill during this game. They said, we're going out there to take business, and
it paid off. Rams win it by 10.
So, got a 3rd and 5. And out of the gun, Allen protected. Enough time to get it to Shakir. Shakir with a wiggle and out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
And then all of a sudden, the most penalized team. That's why you lose a lot of close games.
From the 48. Nice piece of running by Ty Johnson.
Shows you the skill set when he's out there.
Here it is. Needing the big gain on 3rd down. Wide open. He's got Hollins for the first at the New York 30. Got to utilize him in that win. Hard-fought win it turned out to be against New England. 2nd and 7. And now coming from behind, they almost got to him. Pass, Hollins, diving catch. First down at the 16.
Staying calm and poised. I feel like he's playing with a great rhythm and cadence this year. Really taking that next leap.
Into the red zone. Hollins with 2 big catches. Now they go over to Kincaid. Kincaid with the spin move. Down to the 6. 1st and goal to go for the Bills. Here they go in the goal line situation.
Watch out for someone unique.
It's Josh Allen.
Super unique.
Super unique he is. Touchdown, Buffalo. He's just tied the Bills franchise record with his 65th career touchdown rush.
They pretend like they're not doing the tush push. They motion the guy in. And now you hear the MVP chants from this Bills Mafia.
Just used to take down to the beach. I don't even know what they are, what the significance is, but 500 would be a big one. Here they start with a little swing pass over to Breece Hall, and he's up ahead for 10 yards before being tripped up by Taron Johnson. Week 6 with 113 on the ground. And here's Aaron Rodgers throwing, completing. Garrett Wilson has it. 7 game stalling penalty markers. 3rd and 1. Rodgers still has it.
Run it.
Throws it instead, and he off the mark. He had his man open, Yeboah. And the Bills are there to deny Allen. Ulbrich last week had a chance to give Allen 4 out of 6 for 56 yards for Allen. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 12. First option's not there, so what does he do? He takes off. And he gets spun around and tackled by Sherwood. They shortchanged him. It was a rush for 10, so it's a 3rd and 2. Going to get the first down right there.
Again.
Ty Johnson. Out to the 40-yard line. He's a weapon. Ty Johnson becoming more of one every week, Tony.
It shows you that's a football player through and through. He's thriving now.
3rd and 21. Go underneath to Shakir. He gets thrown down to have 1,000 yards each of his first 3 years receiving yardage. 2nd and 6. Go back to Hall. Wants to take it outside. Now comes upfield. And look at Hall with open room. Finally forced out by Cole Bishop. 36 yards. No target so far for Devontae, who's in motion. Looking at him now. Here comes Adams with the catch. Adams with the wiggle. Refuses to give up and gets the first down.
So you know right now if you're the Bills team, they're going to run the football, they're going to screen it, or they're going to chip and block both edges, one or the other, but expect a run here.
Davis, they fake it to him. And Rodgers' throw is there for Wilson. Takes off inside the 20 and down to the 15.
Him lining up right here has been a game changer. You have a two-way go.
2nd and 8, ball in the air and intercepted. Intercepted by Jordan Phillips. And again, the Jets drive. They keep the football for a long time, and they come away not only empty, they turn it over with the pick for Buffalo. Cook for a 3rd straight time. Gets the call. Cook has another nice gain. 8 or 9. 3rd and 2.
There's his brother.
Allen gets it to Coleman for the first down at the New York 45-yard line.
The offensive line over here. Center, come this way, you guys. They blitz from the right. You got to get it out.
Here they come. Allen avoids it. Avoids it again. On the run. Bearing down on him. Throws. Incomplete. Coleman was close. Operated. Such a smooth operator in our business. Never be forgotten. And here is the sack put up and a safety registered by Epinesa.
7 players with 400-plus scrimmage yards coming into this game. They just distribute it to everybody.
1st and 20. They get it to Cooper this time for a pickup of about 19. You got a 3rd down coming up from here. A field goal will be 47 yards. Again, pressure, pass, caught, Coleman, 21-yard line. Looking for a rare 5-point double up after the safety to close up the half with a 12-0 lead, and the kick is pure. First down for the Jets now from their own 36. Gets it to Adams. Milano not able to get him down, and Adams tiptoeing into Buffalo territory with a big gain for New York.
Watch the matchup here. If you get one-on-one, possibly up here. Otherwise, it's going to be Adams underneath.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing across his body and almost intercepted by Benford. Off the deflection.
The Jets can stop here. They're just fine. Buffalo could really make this game get short in a hurry if they get it.
3rd and 4. Fires. Receiver down on the ground. And Reed defending on Coleman.
They just got to get back to finishing.
Pass across the middle. Wilson. Nice cut.
Yes.
Pick up the first down. He's able to juke past Taron Johnson. One of the greats. 4-time MVP has a 3rd and 19. Down the field. He's picked off this time. It's Benford with his 2nd interception of the season. And he's out of bounds, chased out by Rodgers. There is a flag.
You know, that was me on the football field.
It was on the scattering.
Hit. Yeah. He's in my way.
1st and 10 for Allen and the Bills. Across the middle, they go to Cooper to reach that. A little sneak here on 3rd and short, and a first down picked up by the Bills.
They do such a good job. He doesn't go right over the top of the center. Well, Buffalo has more margin for error. They can get it on anyone.
2nd and 14. Heaves it to the end zone. Oh, what a catch! Amari Cooper pulls it down for the touchdown.
What a throw and catch. Eccles is right where he needs to be, but the ball's got to be on his left shoulder behind him, and then he times and high points the catch perfectly And Coop, as the crowd here is saying, I think he got his wind knocked out a little bit there.
That's the kind of fall.
It was really Rodgers who needed to get the ball out on the safety. Max Mitchell did his job.
3rd and 6. And again, they get to him. It's Von Miller, who plays sparingly, comes in situations like this to make his presence felt.
They don't talk about it at the end of the game unless someone scores a touchdown, but that gives you a first down, 2 first downs, almost 3.
Over to Kincaid. Reed clips him after a pickup of 12.
If it's not just a simple fade here.
Oh, he's going to hand it off to Cook. How about that? They go with what they had to do to get it across. And James Cook has his 15th rush touchdown of the season. Here it is, handoff.
Look at that. Guys in the hole.
The Jimbo package.
And you
Not
see
the jumbo.
Yeah, exactly. And right here you see Jet defender was right there to make the play. And Clark couldn't do it because Cook's too good. Just changes direction, puts his foot in the ground, and throws a lucky fan a ball.
And again, Denver is going to be so critical next week. They hold the guards.
Yep.
Win and in. And Wilson lost the football as he made the move, and it recovered by Milano. I believe he was touched, but he takes it home just in case.
Dominating the second half, and turnover differential continues.
Threatening to make it 6 times by 20-point plus margin. Here's a 3rd and 9. Time to survey. Time to look. Now you got to get rid of it. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Coleman pulls it down. And can you believe it? There is a flag back at the 25-yard line. How about Coleman?
Oh, this is why you go out and get your 2nd-round pick, the skill set. And he keeps moving, extending the play, and then boom! And how committed he wants to be. And maybe coming back or not might affect that decision of him to keep playing.
They got him again to close out the 3rd quarter. Ed Oliver, after just forcing a fumble on the last series.
I think his teammates want the MVP for him. They know it's about a Super Bowl. MVP would be amazing and great. He deserves it. Lamar deserves it.
Here's a guy coming right in. That's Shavers. Look at him with that burst. Taking it the distance for another Bills touchdown.
I think we got a quarterback competition now, Jim.
A controversy.
Trubisky is on fire. That's why you have all these teams with so many wins and teams with so many losses.
Here's Taylor. Take off and get about 6 before. He's had a couple of years, 2 years, where he landed exactly at 997 yards as Lazard has his first catch of the game. So
they're just, you set goals for yourself, and right there, that's crazy to finish that close twice.
And he's close again. Here's Davis, though, taking that pass down to about the 26. Yeah, you're 25 yards shy of it this season. Codrington is in on Wilson. He seldom plays in the secondary for the Bills as the pass is thrown and is caught by Wilson. It just set that up as that picks up a first down for the Jets. Bishop with the hit. Handoff to Davis. Davis breaking tackles. Codrington trying to strip him of the football. The Jets have a 1st and goal to go. And snap, pulls it down, end zone bound, and pulled down for the touchdown.
What a catch.
They took advantage of the matchup against Codrington, who has played almost no time at all in the secondary.
It was pretty good D, actually. Kind of holds him a little, and his hand is right there. The ball just gets up right inside it, and just an outstanding job by Wilson to ensure the catch right into his shoulder pad, and shows you he's just got to control a little bit of that emotion.
Going for 2.
Fake it, throw it.
Throw wide open. Conklin, 40-8 game.
Miami has to win 2 games, and they just need Denver to lose to KC, and they're in because Indianapolis will lose today.
Here's the return, and it's a big one. That's Ty Johnson, slammed down by Tony Adams at the 49-yard line.
Wow. Let Reggie cook.
Let me.
Sorry, Reg, you're going to block this time.
They
did.
They're feeding them, and somebody,
Reggie.
Oh man, has his lunch here all the way back at the 50-yard line.
That was such an easy game to lose last week. Come off the Lions, all these big games and everything. You got a division opponent. You get down early to New England.
Here's a 4th and 3. They go ahead and run a play, and he'll turn it over on downs.
You've got Buffalo, who would technically finish with 3.
Taylor across the middle. Conklin's got a first down. Go ahead.
And then you've got a 4, 5, 6 seed over in the NFC.
You got Jacksonville. They just met today. You got Cleveland. You got the Jets. We're talking about 3 and 4 team wins.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have the top and the bottom.
Yeah. So you got Denver. Then you got a bye. You could go 25 days before you play your next game if you rest some of your starters.
It's a really interesting situation. You're exactly right, Jim.
Trying to go 2 for 2, finding the end zone. In fact, he's headed that way, and he's got a wide open Conklin for the score. Earlier, now gets the touchdown from 20 yards out.
Well, he's going to be on the inside right here, just a switch release. And then he gets back inside. Really good route. And Bishop falls for it when they switch release there. No, he goes out, he's coming back in. So he goes in, he's coming back out.
I'll say this. There's not a whole plethora of starters on. Franchise turned a corner, make the postseason for the first time in years. Here he's going to keep it. He knows how to read a defense. This time he has no choice but to launch it into the stands. They're going to go undefeated at home in the regular season for the first time since 1990. That will be the final snap. 1 4-time MVP. Saying a few words to perhaps this year's MVP.
I think he did enough.
Obviously hasn't worked out that way.
Start his day with a pass underneath that's tipped and intercepted. Tyrell Dodson, the AFC Player of the Week. Back-to-back games with a pick. Dolphins have it at the Jets 15.
A little over 4.
3rd down and 2. Dolphins trying to take advantage of the pick, and that throws Sales Waddle. Not close. 4th down. Jason Sanders has been a sure thing. 26th make in a row for Jason Sanders. From the 23. Rodgers for Conklin. 50-plus catches all 3 years with the Jets for Conklin. On Wilson here on 3rd down 11. Check down. Hall drops it. Start this drive from the 33 with an Achane run. And Devon Achane, who's got lightning speed, hits the secondary in a flash for 20. Drought going than the Broncos do. 3rd and 3. Huntley to throw for it. Huntley pressured. Lost the ball. Dolphins back on top of it. It was Teron Armstead that recovered it. The pressure got there to Huntley. Lost 5 yards. 4th and 8. 4:25 window for the Dolphins to see Denver going up 14-0. Yeah, 3-0 here. Brees Hall, first run play of the day for the Jets, is a good one as Hall gets 11.
They generate as many free rushers as any defense in the league.
3rd down and a mile underneath. Hall got just 5 yards. Jordan Brooks tackles him, and another punt coming here for the Jets. Another game break with Carissa.
You see by the numbers, the defense has gone the other way.
Underneath, it's a 1st down. The rookie Malik Washington, the first 3rd down conversion today for the Dolphins.
Huntley gives him a little bit of that second reaction play.
Achane straight ahead. Big hole. Look out. There he goes. One of the fastest men in the NFL. Stays on his feet. Slowed him up enough for DJ Reed to track him down inside the 5. 62 yards for Achane. On 3rd and goal, Smith, who had the game-winning touchdown in the overtime game last month. No gain right here. Tripped up by Ashton Davis. And Sanders has made them both. Now 27 in a row and a 6-0 lead for the Dolphins. 3rd down 5. Dolphins rush just 4. Rodgers downfield. Conklin broken up. Jordan Brooks
What a first season he's had in Miami.
With good field position and get something going.
Huntley backpedals and throws. Hits a crossing Jonnu Smith to the 36, where he's tackled by Isaiah Oliver, and the punt team will come out for Miami. The drive log, 2 drives in the entire game for the Chiefs. 2 3-and-outs, and it's halfway through the second quarter. Davante Adams is open, and his first. Dolphins fans, Bengals fans united, covering their eyes watching that. There's Wilson, first target of the day for Garrett Wilson. A little tempo here for the Jets, getting the passing game going. 12 yards, stopped by Jordan Brooks. A bit of a high snap. He corrals it, zips it over the middle. There's Lazard. 15 for Lazard, spreading the ball around. He's hit everybody on this drive. They're bringing it. Calais Campbell got a head start there. Wilson one-on-one. Shake and bake, gets by Ramsey. First and goal for the Jets. What a move by Garrett Wilson. He gets 20 yards.
It's like breakaway pants we used to wear when we were kids.
Right. First down and goal. Jets looking for the end zone. Rodgers looking for 500. He's got it to Tyler Conklin. Aaron Rodgers with his 500th career touchdown in what could be his last game. Dolphins playing from behind for the first time. Huntley looks downfield, but the coverage is tight. Throws on the move, and a strike downfield to Jalen Waddle.
Something really with Tua, they don't do a ton because he's such an anticipatory passer.
Huntley has time. Downfield, wants Waddle again. Underthrown and intercepted.
Pass alerts. They're controlling everything.
On third and short, head of steam for Braylon Allen. 7 yards and a first down for another one of those rookies. Jordan Poyer stops him.
And turns some of those pressures into sacks.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers finds Adams with some room. And Davante Adams has a first down into Dolphins territory. 29 yards for Davante Adams. Rodgers in trouble and sacked. Sealer and Agba combine. Turnover on downs. Dolphins take over.
He will do his job to try to return the favor to Agba.
Agba 5 this season. Sealer now 9. Huntley looks to throw. First play of the drive. Evades the rusher. On the move. Sideline. Tyreek Hill. First down for Miami to the Jets 41.
If you're New York, you want to give Aaron Rodgers a chance to go no huddle, try to steal a possession in between the two Dolphins.
McDonald gets pressure. Ball is out. It's live. It's loose. And the Jets have it. Quincy Williams recovers it. Breece Hall had a seam. And Hall into the secondary for a gain of 13.
They can't change their approach because that game's gotten out of whack.
Rodgers slides in the pocket, threads it through, and he's got Kenny Yeboah. 15 more to the Dolphins 12, and a timeout taken. Last game there. Looks to throw. Across his body finds Lazard. 501 for Aaron Rodgers. And to another old friend, his former Packer teammate, and Alan Lazard. Handed off, Breece Hall. He's in. And it is a 2-score lead for the Jets. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion, 15-6.
There's no question the guy can still spin the ball.
Greg Joseph's kick, fielded by Malik Washington. Washington has some room. Malik Washington to the sideline. Great speed into Jets territory, all the way across the 30. Longest return of the rookie's career, 69 yards. Washington read the long return. Now on the bubble. Speeds ahead to the 16. He's auditioning for a role that he doesn't know that he's going to take. So he'll still 40 yards away from 1,000 for the year. 2nd and 10. 33 seconds left in this first half. Pressure coming. Got rid of it and got picked. 3 consecutive drives for the takeaway for New York. Davis flips it back to Reed. A hook and ladder on the pick. And the Jets having some fun. Here in the final day of the season. Tension from there where it's 24-0 Denver in the third quarter. Rodgers gets sacked. And how about this? Calais Campbell. Early the final day that an injury report was released. A little neck issue popped up, but he's out there. Playing well. He's tossed to Achane. And Devon Achane with a first down. Gain of 11. First play of the second half for this Miami offense that tries to get things cranked up.
You have to evolve. You have to change your approach because what works one year is not always going to be the case the next.
Jonnu Smith catches it in the backfield and got hit. The ball is out, and it's the fourth takeaway for New York.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not that cold. It's just cold for us soft guys up here in the booth.
Isaiah Davis, big hole, stays on his feet. Davis is inside the 30. 20 more yards for the rookie.
He was just discarded by the Ravens, and he's turned his entire career around.
Credit with the sack right there. Gives him 10 for the year. Rodgers for Adams, tiptoeing the sideline and making the grab. Wow, that's impressive. Got the feet in. Good extension to grab it. And hand it to Allen. Hit at the line, fights for, gets the first down. Broke the tackle of Sealer to keep this drive going.
Premier players, and we can't afford these guys to be out, and you see why.
Rodgers looks to throw, under pressure, back in the end zone and incomplete. Threw for Adams again. It was behind him. He was pressured by Campbell.
Exactly where Rodgers was trying to target Davante Adams.
That's the area where Miami has improved the most in the red zone. They were 28th in the NFL last year. They're second in the NFL this year. The two early field goals, they have 52 total yards since. Here's a jet sweep to Jalen Waddle. And he's got a first down. Got hit a little bit late there. No call, though. Or your extension that he signed this summer, they just got to have him in the lineup. Too many games missed. Jonnu Smith has a first down and a gain of 12. Just tapping into what he can be. Third down and 8. Huntley over the middle. Diving attempt and a catch by Malik Washington. Shuffling as it oscillates.
I want to make sure we give a clear picture to everyone at home.
Here's Wright. And Wright tripped up. First down. Ashton Davis tackles the rookie out of Tennessee. Final seconds of this third quarter. Screen for Ingold. Alec Ingold has some room, and the fullback crashes ahead to the 25. Hoping they'd be in the playoffs at the end of the day, but Broncos pretty much taking that out of the equation. Rolling Kansas City. Huntley, back shoulder throw, and an adjustment for River Craycraft. All the good names getting involved in the game. Craycraft, careful what you wish for there. Here's Achane, a hole and a touchdown for Miami. First one of the day for the Dolphins. Devon Achane, a 15-yard run. Went so far as to say, a teammate asked him earlier this week, what's the best thing that ever happened to you? And without hesitation, he said that Achilles injury. It's the first down right here as Xavier Gipson works forward.
No matter how much success you have in this league, the ending is always not ideal.
Third down, Rodgers hit as he throws, a perfect strike for Lazard. Aaron Rodgers to Allen Lazard. Brought with him from Green Bay. Third catch of the day for Lazard. That includes a touchdown. Here's Garrett Wilson, loose underneath. Wilson shake and bake. Ramsey stops him after 8 yards.
Then Rodgers.
2nd and 2, trying to get it back to a 2-score lead. Rodgers scans. Rodgers dances. Rodgers runs and throws. Touchdown. He finds Adams.
Take a look here. Let's make sure he's behind the line of scrimmage. That blue line's the line of scrimmage. Yeah, he's clearly behind it. His entire body would have to be in front. His against the Dolphins are clearly the best 2 of the season.
Huntley's under pressure. Throws on the run. Low throw, but Jonnu Smith has it. He gets 15. Ends its long playoff skid. First trip to the playoffs since 2015. Huntley on 4th and 7. Finds a wide open Malik Washington. Hope continues for the Dolphins on 4th and 7. They connect for 19. Washington's having a good day as well. Had the catch right there. Huntley steps up, delivers. He's got Waddle. And Waddle's got 17 yards.
But it sets up this. This feels like the game here with a little over 6 to go.
Huntley throws outside. It's River Craycraft. Depends on the spot. Looked like he got enough, and he did. And the Dolphins with their second 4th down conversion.
In this empty set and this down.
On the 12th play of the drive, Huntley in rhythm, end zone. He's got Jonnu Smith for the touchdown. There is a flag, though. 3rd and 8 for the Jets. Rodgers throws deep down the sideline. Davante Adams comes back for the grab against Duck. Inside the 40, quick throw Garrett Wilson against Ramsey. And Wilson's got a 1st down.
They can get a stop here, force a field goal. It's an 8-point game.
Handoff, Hall. Hops through, 1st down. Breece Hall inside the 10. They run for a 1st down on 3rd and 6.
They're kind of on the outside looking in here at the end of year 3.
2nd and goal. Rodgers looks to throw. Rodgers retreats, dumps it off. Breece Hall makes the move, and it's a 4-touchdown finish for Aaron Rodgers. Here's final seconds here in New Jersey. Aaron Rodgers in what is likely his final game with the Jets, what may be the final game of his career. He's undecided. Throws 4 touchdowns and leads the Jets to a 32-20 win.